Alrighty. So, in the last session, you guys finally made it through the
Are we ready to play?
Yeah.
Can you wait for like 20 seconds?
Sure.
I'm almost out of this game. I think.
Mind if I just do a little back talk, or...
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Okay. I was going to summarize here. That, in the last session, you guys finally made it... you made it to South Letopolis and faced off against a giant in the estuary of the Forked Tongue who is menacing the mining operations there. Was able to take him down, and you got a few bone weapons.
Correction. Ride him down.
Sure. You managed to get promised a few bone weapons that are going to be sent to you, and a few giant bone weapons. Made your way to the Road of Legions and into Balak, the city of Sail. And with the help of Hakar, one of the humans who you worked guard post with, you were able to find a place to hole up for, not expensive, but seven ceramic a night per person. Made a nice little down payment on that. Will? You there, Will?
Yeah.
Okay. You now have, I think 20 silver? Is that right?
Are we talking extra or...
So you got paid, basically everyone got paid by the caravan when they arrived. So, for your part in helping guard things. I will just say that you were assigned a different arm of the guard. You were not in the rear. So that's why you weren't in some of the adventures, but you were still helping out. You're still getting paid.
I'm gonna run and grab a drink, and then I am ready.
Yeah, so 20 silver. And of course, you gotta remember that we moved gold down to copper. Were you there for that one?
Yes.
Okay. And also while, when they arrived, you needed a place to store some of these goods you brought along with you. And, after having these unloaded, kind of put on the side of the road outside of the city, you needed to find someone who could bring it in and store it somewhere, since you're setting up all new operations. And there's this fellow who introduced himself, a very rotund man in fine embroidered cotton tunic with an open robe over that.
All right, I'm back.
And a little red fez on top. You can clearly see he's half elven. And he walks up and gives a big smile. You can see one gold tooth with a small gem glittering. Says, "I am Midrin Silverhair." And he doffs his fez, and you can see that his hair is prematurely gray. Puts it back on. He says, "I run a very nice warehouse in town. We can take care of your goods. They will be safe. They will be secure. We have fine guards."
That is very nice to hear.
Because it will just be a very modest, reasonable fee. I assure you.
I'm sure we could cut a deal.
Because it will just be 10 silver for the month.
Out of character, how long will we be staying in town?
You guys don't know. I don't know how long it'll take to get, set up enough for you to afford a boat.
Who
How
said
much is the
anything
boat?
about affording them?
Good luck with that.
Boats are expensive.
No, seriously, how much is a boat?
They're a lot. We're talking thousands.
Like, I think 20,000.
Gold?
Well, copper for this purposes, or ceramic. Sorry. I swear this is my favorite setting, but I am so ingrained in D&D stuff that I occasionally say copper when I mean ceramic.
So 20,000, 2,200 gold.
Sorry, I'm just quickly looking up and double checking, make sure of what I'm talking about.
Am I able to speak during this time, or do you need silence to do your math?
No, sure, go ahead.
I heard silence
okay.
to do your meth.
Yes, your methamphetamine.
About 10 to 20,000, depending on
Oh, not that bad.
the condition.
That sounds like a reasonable price. But we would not be merchants if we did not haggle, of course.
Oh, you can't tell them that. Oh my.
But we're not asking anyone about a boat, are we?
I think he's talking about the boat and not to Maedrin Silverhair. Is that correct?
I'm
No,
pretty
it's
sure
maybe
he's
so.
talking. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm showing what's the fucking words?
Professional courtesy.
Yes, that.
Okay.
Showing a mutual respect that I view them as a good one. I'll be willing to pay the 10 silver up front, but I am unaware of how long I'll actually stay in town, so 1 second.
He retreats to his mind palace.
Yeah.
No, my cat just stole my dinner.
Really the same thing.
Time to cook the cat.
I imagine you're just sort of piecing through your coin purse, like just doing some quick math. Pull out an abacus.
If I were to have to leave in the middle of the night, or not in the middle of the night, if I were to have to leave settling before the month is up, would it be safe to say that you could reimburse me for the days I did not have to borrow your services?
This is perhaps after the first month, but the first month's payment would be forfeit.
How about we pay 2 weeks at a time? Actually, I didn't even ask. Am I in the area?
No,
I
you
just
guys-
assumed because, like I said, I was AFK and then I came back and we're in this. So I
No,
apologize.
sorry. No, this is sort of a flashback to when you guys were at the gate. So you
Ah.
are probably like with Hakar finding a place to stay.
Okay.
Dylan
so
sends
this-
us through the wall.
Wait, why did I just say that? My
Okay,
bad.
I'll pay the 10 silver plus an extra silver if you can show me way to the merchant guild.
Because we have many fine guilds. What are you looking to sell?
No, the main guild where the guild heads are.
Because, you mean the merchant houses, yes. We have 3 that share the city. We have Wavir, Tumblador, and the other one, whose name I always forget.
I'm trying to figure out the accent, and I'm thinking it's somewhere near Serbian.
It's half-assed Arab with a little bit of French.
I was thinking French, yeah.
It's sort of like
Furbian?
no.
Well, there's definitely the tinge of Balto-Slavic in there.
Oh.
Not necessarily, but similar sounds, but that's sort of like Caucasus to Persian, sort of.
I did find out one negative thing about my copper tone for my ping. It's kind of hard to see in certain areas of the map.
Feel free to change it so long
But
as
it's
it
not
isn't
too
the same
bad.
color
No,
as
I
mine.
want to keep it as copper.
So the
physically
guild
fucking
house
turnbuckle.
tumbler.
Timblador.
All right, so remind me, Rex Shack is the half elven air priest, right?
Full elven, I do believe.
A full elven. Okay, and then Rockdy is the half dwarf cowboy,
Yeah, mule.
and I forgot what William was playing.
He is
Tiefling merchant princess. Or merchant
That's
knight.
right. Merchant Knight.
Well, there are no like true broad noble families. Like the noble
Correct.
families that would be recognized outside their own city are all of the merchant houses.
Gotcha.
House Wavir, House Tomblador, and House Rees.
How do you spell that last one?
Rees.
Okay, so House Rhesus.
They're the ones that make the little candies, right?
Hey, you know what? If I can actually make a trade route with a chocolatier, I'd be set.
Wait a minute. So if you get paid by someone from House Reese, do you receive Reese's Pieces?
Clever.
Yeah,
I like it.
But you must never make that joke in their presence, or they will kill you.
Reese's Pieces.
So, is it a crime to make them angry?
They no, but they are you would know from just passing through any given city that the merchant noble houses are very politically powerful. Like they're right under the Templars. So you got the Sorcerer King, his Templars, and then the merchant houses.
Gotcha. You know what's funny about that is I'm watching this anime called Black Clover, and it talks about a wizard king and everything like that, and it just cracks me up.
Did you try the anime I told you about?
No, couldn't find it. Didn't look
Which
that
one is
hard
it?
though. I'll be honest with you. No, I get focused on like one at a time, and then I watch it, and then I don't watch anything else for a while. So, but
Well,
sorry, I
that
did not mean to derail the game with anime. I didn't know that word was faux pas.
Well, I mean, it's not faux pas. It's just, a
I
lot
know.
of discussion pops up and everything.
Exactly, that's what I was meaning.
Let's talk about religion. No.
Religion, politics, anime. Those three things are the easiest to discuss and argue about.
But accent I was going for, by the way, the word I was trying to think of was Casablanca. So you got a little French.
Oh,
you got a little
Moroccan.
Arab,
Excuse me.
You got a little Moroccan. You got a little Algerian.
Little Serbian.
Spanish. And depending on the era, maybe a little bit of German.
Ugh,
Oh yeah.
das ist gut.
Yeah.
It says it depends on what you are selling, of course. Reese is all about the money lenders.
And the trust-
Stombledore is they deal in slaves.
Ooh,
Well,
don't take me to
slave-
that neighborhood.
Slaves, and they invest in silt ships as well. Haswavir is a little bit of everything.
You did that on purpose, didn't you? You little shit.
No, I'm looking at the book. I physically have the book in my hands, and it says.
Oh, that's so bad though, because I hate because my character is a former slave.
Today, Tomblador controls most of Balak's silt skimmers and the estuary trade.
Oh my god,
He's got the correct silt.
damn it!
Really quick. Are we talking like traditional slavery or post-colonialization American slavery?
Little bit like, because post-colonial American slavery, like the house slaves, were generally treated much like Greek slaves.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yes,
say
but Greek
not a
slaves were
whole
more
lot
house
different.
servants that you would be indentured servants where you'd actually have your freedoms and you could.
that's
You were
true.
That was the
so-
theory. How
That's-
often do you think that actually got practiced?
Yeah, it's like in terms of the letter of the
Yeah.
law, this is more like American slavery. In terms
Okay,
of the letter of the law.
I
Like, there
don't-
are some
I won't
indentured
do-
slaves, but there's a lot of people born into slavery and die in slavery.
So, would it be safe to assume generally no one is going to be able to recognize me or recognize my race, but people that specifically deal in slavery, is it possible that they would understand what a Dragonborn is
It's possible.
and what they
It
were created
depends.
for?
Yeah, it depends on, like, there is an area in which Dragonborn congregates, so if they've been to that area, then they would know.
Okay.
The city of
Because
Kuznets.
my understanding of it was Dragonborn were basically super soldier slaves, was the concept behind them.
Yeah, it's like they were sort of like raised in secret though.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
All right.
But anything exotic, and that includes tieflings, is considered as highly prized in the slave trade.
How about mules?
Mules are actually usually born into slavery. Like most mules
fun.
are created from. And this is second edition AD&D, folks. This is the 90s, or this is the 80s. So please forgive me, but most mules are born from the forced pairing of slaves.
We're the slave party.
No, both. A human slave and a dwarf slave. And then usually
And-
born into slavery, specifically raised as guards and gladiators.
Mm-hmm.
We are the slave party.
Yeah, something I would go as far as to say something
And
like
an elf.
75, 80% of all half dwarves are slaves.
Always
Maybe
fun to
even
know.
90. So yeah, you're very much from a slave people, as it were.
So, pretty much, take me to House Reese's Cambist, please.
And they are the moneylenders.
Hence why I ask for their Cambist.
Cannabis?
I'll tell you what, I don't know that term.
It's a drug.
No, the same thing you're saying. Yeah, like spelling it doesn't help. I'm afraid I'm just unfamiliar with that term.
All right. When William, when
No,
you
no,
say
I-
canvas, are you talking about what I used to do? Because
Wait, you
I was a canvasser, yes.
No, cambist.
Oh,
For the
cambist. Okay. I don't know then.
a Cambist is pretty much a person that works for not just one merchant, but the dealing with money. They are the exchange. They are in charge by the government of, you have this gold for this nation. Okay, come here. Chart that down. We can give you this nation's gold in exchange for it. They are the exchange. They also actually make sure there's no counterfeiting. No,
So
Yeah,
they're
money
glorified
profit.
bankers.
they are the bankers that are actually in charge of making sure the money is actually pure.
Federal
That way,
Reserve.
Which doesn't quite exist in this area. Like the Templars are in charge of counterfeiting, but House Reese is certainly a money changer. Would certainly know quite a bit about moving currency between regions, or like balancing tables between regions. So bring in your so and so silver and get our silver. Bring in Tyrian silver and get Balak silver.
I imagine
So-
though that in this time frame, most people will accept money from most locations.
I'd accept money.
It's also how in real life how you converted smaller coins into larger versions of currency.
Yeah, but like I said, you can go to their money changers and talk to them. But yeah, otherwise there really isn't a position like that in the trade houses.
Sounds like a golden opportunity for you to become said position.
I'm a wandering merchant, not a banker.
I'm joking.
I know, I'm joking too.
Never let a banker go.
Jokes.
If you get that reference, you get 1 XP.
Sounds like it was.
Oh, speaking of XP,
president
have we
guy.
leveled up?
Several times.
No.
We're like level
Well-
7.
We're
We're level 7 now?
Level
I
no,
did-
we should all be level 3 at this point.
Yeah.
I'm level 2.
Okay, go ahead and level up then.
1,700 experience points.
Jump off a cliff and ride a giant.
That sounds like the beginning of like a poet song. Jump
Anywho,
off a cliff and ride a giant.
I want to hear the drinking songs the dwarves make up to that.
So go ahead and mark off that 11 silver, and your goods are stored away in a warehouse north of the arena precinct.
Hold up,
somewhere in-
arena?
Slave arena.
You guys on this page? Yeah. Okay.
I'm on the
The
map.
the
Isn't that
criteria
little? Yeah.
right there is it's both the gladiatorial arena and the racing arena.
The what?
Racing.
What's that? Oh, racing? Like
Yes.
RACI? Okay. See, that's what I thought it was. Is it looked like and I can't think of the actual fucking term for it.
Track.
But with the chariot races.
Mhm.
No, there's
Oh,
it's a.
Mhm.
Oh, I can't think what it's called. I gotta look that up now. It's gonna bug me.
I think it's called Criterion, but I guess we'll get
Criterion.
the word for. I'm not entirely certain about that, but
Criterion,
or,
what you need for this
palindrome.
project.
Maybe no, not palindrome.
it's a joke.
Isn't that a grammar thing?
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
I Palindrome I. Great song.
Anywho,
Circus Maximus is what I was thinking of.
A large circle.
and
Well,
you can
large
see
circuit.
in the bottom right is a picture taken from around the Megaloneon,
In Russia?
right there. Megaloneon. And this picture here, because
Yeah.
you can see the arsenal in the background.
Oh.
is
I didn't
way up
realize how big that picture was. I thought it was just a snippet in the corner. Okay.
Yeah, and
You
can
said that's
see-
the arsenal in the back?
Yeah, so you can kind of see an example of the architecture here. It's like wherever you go, there are buildings that are either made of, like the richer houses are made of pure marble
Jesus.
with big stone porches and fluted columns. What is not marble is often either some sort of white stone or is sandstone sort of stuccoed over with white.
Mm-hmm.
And with all these orange terracotta roofs. And you guys are staying on the red mark there, the red circle. And not just the red mark. And that is sort of in the poorer district. It's interesting to note that in the hills below the villa, which is obviously the richest people, are the poorest people. So they can literally look down on the poor.
Top 1%.
That is a
I
hill.
saw that.
You guys are in a not great part of town.
That's
It is
fine. We're not great part of people.
It's not the seediest,
got a
but
point
it is
there.
certainly quite poor.
I have 445 ceramic pieces to my name.
I have, yeah. I don't think I even have that many.
And you're staying in the inn called the Happy Kank.
A happy kink gives you a happy wink.
Oh, dear God.
And
Go take a long walk on a short pier.
it looks like that your vulture friend has wandered off.
As usual.
As she does.
And like paid the money, for the room, and you guys have gotten a fairly nice little section of the place to yourself. Looks like it's like,
And a black screen?
there should be something on there. Is there not?
Nope.
Scroll around.
There we go.
Oh,
there it is.
Nope, there we go.
Fog of War was on. I didn't realize that.
The what was on? Oh, Fog of War. Gotcha.
Yeah, and it's like half of the third floor, or half of the second floor.
That looks so cozy.
That actually does look really cozy. That looks like an awesome log cabin from summer camp or some shit.
I would live in there.
We are living in there.
There's
Oh my
a-
god.
The beds are
Too small for me.
not entirely free of lice. The shelves are not entirely free of small called rat lizards
Catch 'em,
scurry
eat
in and
them.
out of the floorboards or the wainscoting, and the toilets are.
No, but if the bird friend hangs
out
out
back.
for too much longer, they will be.
And these are windows. You got your own chest here with no locks, so you know, if you have a lock, you can use it. Your own bed.
I'll just drape my tail over it.
Well, when you're not there.
Oh yeah, you got a
Gonna need
point.
lots.
This is your bed. Oh,
Oh, the floor.
yeah. This big.
You know, to be honest, I almost am willing to bet my dragon would be sleeping right next to that fucking hearth because none of those beds are gonna hold his ass. Lengthwise.
One or two. Oh, that looks so cozy.
Because that's what a 6-foot bed.
Wait.
Roughly. It takes up it takes up about
10 feet.
6 or 7 feet. Obviously, it takes up 2 squares, but the whole thing sets within that of about 6-7 feet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
there
it's
you go.
alt. Yeah.
Okay, so according to that, I could fit.
Yeah, and these are not beds per se. They're more futons thrown onto the wooden floor. With these rough knitted sheets.
I must be tiny on these.
Yeah, there's sort of one size fits all. Like this place caters to everybody. So some half giants pass through, so they up to the beds. You know, lizard folk pass through every now and again.
Yeah.
Where does the staircase go?
Up to a third floor and down to the first floor, where which leads out the back where the toilets are.
Oh, so this is the landing on our floor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's hard to make that look like give that perspective, but yeah, that goes up and down. Like there's another like hallway out here to the right and leads into another room just like this that divides up half of the second floor. And that's probably where most of your retinue is staying, is probably in the second room.
Okay.
Unless
So
they want
we're-
to camp out on the floor with their bedrolls.
We're allowed to pretty well. What am I trying to think of? Pretty well walk around armed most of the time, right? I mean, it's a traditional medieval city. It's not uncommon to see. Not uncommon to see travelers coming through with.
Yeah, it's certainly
gear.
not a traditional medieval city, but at the same time, it's more like a Greek city, ancient Greek. So yeah, you'll get some funny looks from Templars and maybe follow you down the road a bit, but other than that,
As long as you're not carrying magic. Since magic is bad.
So let's go down the line here. Let's go down the Discord line and see what people want to do. Aso, do you have anything you want to do on your first week in the city?
So
He's been having some trouble with his mic.
This microphone man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a look around town and see if I can find an elven ghetto of some kind.
Absolutely. There's a section The Agora here is the big market. Elves are banned from setting up shop there.
Huh.
So, the street surrounding the Agora, the opposite side of the street, is called the Elven Market. And so, this entire street, you know, and all these little neighborhoods following all the way around are shops of elves. And a lot of elves tend to live in the poor parts of the arena district where you're living now, actually. So
Gotcha.
you could go either place.
Am I a wood elf for point purposes only, or like is there just one type of elf, or am I different from?
No, there's really only one type of elf in elf in
Okay.
Athos, in the world of Athos.
Okay, well, the first week I'd like to set aside trying
Actually,
to meet the needs of
sorry.
the local people.
Technically, no. We talked about in that solo game around high elves are actually from that alternate dimension.
Right.
So the wood elves are the elves you would encounter around the way.
Okay.
In the woods.
Well, no, in the desert.
So yeah,
That's it.
I set aside my first week to try and meet the locals and service any religious needs that they have.
Glad
do
you added religious onto that.
Do you wear any sort of like a holy symbol to make it known you're a priest, or does it just come up in conversation?
I think it probably just comes up in conversation.
So why are you dressed so funny?
Introduce yourself as Father Rekshak.
I'd also seek out if there's a local air temple of some sort of religious structure for my sect.
Yeah, at the I believe in the Megalanaeon, there is one of these buildings is called the Temple of Heroes, and like anyone is allowed in the Megalanaeon is like one of the buildings is City Hall, one of them is Temple of Heroes. Like there's the prison there's the courthouse, all this stuff. And so the Temple of Heroes, you can see they actually have statues of people, of humans, with like people underneath giving histories, like tour guide histories, talking about these ancient heroes of Balak, and kind of off on the sides in the ass end of this place are shrines for the elements.
Sounds like RuneScape.
So they're like in Balak, they definitely, they recognize element worship, but like they sort of want you to believe in these heroes.
Gotcha.
But yeah, there's definitely a priest seeing to an air shrine. You can see he's dressed in a robe of blue silk, light blue silk, with a necklace with a hawk feather hanging from it.
I approach the man.
Says, "Yes, child, what can I help you with?"
I wonder if there's a religious name for this type of person.
Well, he called you child, call him old man.
I actually watched, I don't remember what it was fantasy, I think it was an anime, and instead of saying father, they called the priest's uncle.
Uncle!
I thought was neat.
Yeah.
Oh, G-san.
I'm just gonna call him like Monsignor.
Senpai.
As opposed to Mon Junior.
No, Monsignor. It's a higher rank of priest.
I tell him that I've traveled a long way, and I'm just new into town.
Says, I pray that the winds were favorable.
Some
you wish
days
a
yes,
blessing?
some days no.
He kind of holds up this like a feather duster essentially. It's like a sacred rod of office, and on the end are a bunch of different feathers. He goes, "Do you seek a blessing?"
No, sir, I seek to provide them. And I swear I have a... Yeah, I have an amulet. I pull it out from inside my traveler's clothes.
What form does that amulet take? What does it look like?
I knew you were going to ask that question. The... Probably... The amulet takes the form of a giant sort of cumulus cloud with lightning searing across its surface.
Says, "Ah, yes. You're a brother of the storm, I see."
Tell me, can you point me in the direction of those in need?
As well, we have a number of novices studying here to one day become high priests of the shrine. I'm afraid we have all that we can house and handle. But if you wish to move amongst the people and offer blessings, we will not interfere. Be warned, the Templars may charge a tax.
How can
Plus
they
tax.
tax that which I don't collect?
This is simply a proselytizing tax. They tax all faiths. Shoo, what's wrong with me? They tax all faiths that are not of the heroes.
I see. Urchek nods knowingly and sort of bows out.
And he sort of says, like along in the course of conversation, says, "You will know the Templars by the red robes they wear and their helm of office."
I shall keep my eyes out. Thank you, sir.
And may the winds favor you.
And you.
And he goes back to lighting incense and saying prayers in front of this. It's basically an altar of incense, and like the smoke itself is meant to stand in for a statue of the god.
I imagine that there's probably kind of a not a rift, but sort of two different practices, two different schools of thought with regards to the air religion. And I have to assume that being a traveler that basically chases storms, I'm on the the opposite side from the man I just conversed with. But nevertheless, I proceed to the Elven Market.
Everywhere you go, the elven merchants sort of like sort of lower their head in greeting, and lower it all the lower when they see that you are a priest of the air. And it isn't long before a man comes up to you wearing a golden robe. He's an older elf, even starting to grow a beard, which is something that most elves, don't do. And says, "Brother, we have much need of you here."
Oh, and how can I be of service?
So it is not too long ago that our priest of the air, and you can see that he twists his medallion as he's talking, and it's a symbol of a flame. He says that our priest of the air was killed by these heartless Templars.
I thought the Templars were here to protect.
They're here to protect humans, and Andromedes people. They are not here to protect the common man, much less the common elf.
So how can I be of service?
Says we have weekly services. 4 priests gather around in the elven districts, go out, blessings to the sick, alms for the poor as best we can, and of course, a small prayer to those that need it. We have no temple, but we can offer you incense to use in your rituals.
I nod. The templeman told me of a tax that I should be prepared to pay in such an event. How much should I prepare to provide?
Says, well, you must understand that the community gathers what coin it can to help pay these taxes. But you may be called upon to pay as well. It's 10 ceramic pieces, if they find you.
Very well. When and where is this happening?
Says every 5th day. We meet just off this building here, and he points off to the side to a mud brick house that is, it just looks like an average house, but says we meet there, we distribute our necessary ritual tools and go out among the districts.
Very well. You can count me in.
Because the people will repay you with what little they have, often in terms of hospitality and food, but we have very little, even in such a prosperous city.
I need not, but I appreciate the sentiment.
Says, truly you are a fine replacement for our lost brother. Sort of pats her on the back and just kind of says, come, let us eat. I know a food stand just down the road here always offers us priests a free meal.
Sounds good.
And sort of spends the rest of that time, telling you about the goings-on and mostly about how the Templars are assholes to elves and like some of the members of the community you should watch out for, like so-and-so's family. Look, we have, like Dalen's family, he has great misfortune. It is not death that comes and claims his father and his grandfather and even his great-grandfather. No, it is infirmity. It is their long life which is their burden. Our one true gift from the spirits turned against us in that family. And, just tells you about people like that, like so-and-so needs special care, and like we have a preference for air priests in this area and that area.
I make sure to remind him that I'm not planning to stay permanently, but that I'm happy to fill the role in the meantime.
Says, oh yes, it is often the way with air priests. No offense. You come and blow through like the wind.
Fitting, I think.
They see the wind.
And, just other than that, just has a conversation about the goings-on, asks you about your journey and things like that.
Sure.
And I think that's, you spend a day like that. And so I'd say that's a good first week right there.
Perfect.
So, Dylan, what does Ein do his first week?
Well, there's 2 main things I want to get done. The first one is probably expected. Just get a little bit of info on that that guild that deals with the silt chips and deals with slavery. But I also want to find a big library and do a little bit of research on the dragons of old.
Go ahead and give me a, I want to say streetwise check to find out anyone willing to talk about Tumbledore.
A what check?
Streetwise, I think. Streetwise, not.
Survival?
No. It would be investigation.
Okay.
Yeah, look, you come to a lot of people and ask them about this, like just the people who you'd expect to be willing to talk and gossip, you know, the tea houses and the inn and maybe some of the other guests and things like that. And all they can tell you is that that they rule the docks, and they own most of the souls in this city.
Most of the souls?
Mm-hmm.
Like they own most of the people?
Yeah, it's from what you can tell, the way they talk, that the city has a huge slave population,
Ah.
and that a lot of those who are not employed in a gilded trade, or that you see on the street, are often enslaved in some form or another.
Are there any ships that I see that are very distinctly theirs?
Their symbol. Let me see if I can find it real quick. The answer of whether I can find it real quick is a no, but I can find it. Just give me a second here. Let's tumble it over. Probably the juiciest bit of gossip you can get is that they deal with defilers outside of the city. That if you have magic, they're willing to talk. Their symbol, which is like escaping me at the moment, you can see is on probably every third ship docked.
Right.
And you know, there's maybe there's maybe 10 dozen ships docked of all sizes and shapes. And like every third has, at least in some part of their pennant, the symbol for House Tumbledore. That they're a huge financier of ships. You can see the House Tumbledore symbol, like as you walk along the docks, you can see that actually on some of the harbor masters. The harbor master offices bear their symbols as well. Like you take it that they probably own entire ones of these big docks protruding from the city.
Right. Okay.
But they're not the only one. You can certainly see some other house symbols, and some just that you don't recognize at all.
Okay. I am. My character would be more into doing the research on the actual dragons than them. He was just wanting to get some basic information on them.
They have a repository in the Megaloneon. It's a big sort of what they call the Temple of Knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
They are they're very weary around you and about you. So you must understand that our scrolls are very sensitive, yes?
Most things are very delicate in my hands.
Yes, well, if damage were to occur, I would be required to fine you? He sort
You
of
don't
says this-
sound too sure about that. If it would make you feel more comfortable, I am okay with having one of your employees, or whatever the term would be, accompany me and assist me in opening in these. I mean, I merely am here for the knowledge, not for the scrolls themselves.
says, yes, we will, allow you to read, but just saying, be careful, or we may require to fine you. I don't... He says this sort of like with a little bit of trepidation, kind of shirking back, hands up, in this gesture of surrender. Like he's just afraid to say it. But he's like, we may be forced to fine you if any tears or scratches occur. But yes, you may peruse. Can I help you find anything in particular?
Trying to find information of something that has long since passed. Dragons of old, tales of them, possible sightings.
Says, well, I must warn you that any information about the great dragon from the wastes is strictly forbidden.
The Great Dragon. Is that something my character would know about?
Yeah, the dragon comes every 10 years to collect sacrifices from each of the cities. Human sacrifice. Well, person sacrifices.
Damn. That means elf sacrifices. Fucking racists.
Or slaves. But yeah, probably. That's fine. Show me what can be shown.
So he like shows you down to a table. It's very long, like your library table. There are dozens of people looking at different scrolls on down this table, and you're at one end.
On the way down, I would like to slip him a 5 pieces of silver and say, just for what can be shown.
Well, don't forget that's 50 copper or 50.
I'm aware.
Okay,
That's quite a bit of money.
yeah. I just want to make sure.
I'm aware.
Says, oh yes, of course. And comes back quickly in a few minutes with some other scribes who lay down 5 scrolls. And at least one of them you are not able to read. It's written in a language that you simply do not know.
Okay.
The other 4, one of them is about the not about dragons at all, but about the drakes that live out in the wastes.
Mm-hmm.
They're said to be descended from dragons, and that's it's sort of, you looked up dragon and you get this in the Google
Right.
search results. And the other 3 talk about an age before the Sorcerer Kings. And a lot is made of, this knowledge is forbidden in Tyr, and you could be killed in Draj for even speaking what you learn here. And talks about an age in which dragons filled the skies, and the ground was green in all directions, and the sea of silt was filled with water.
How much would he want for that scroll?
You ask him directly. He'll
Quietly.
Say, oh, I'm afraid we do not sell these scrolls. These are very precious.
This is one of those scrolls that's not supposed to be read, though, correct?
In other cities, but Glorious Andrapinus, our dictator for life, has said that we may
Dictator
learn
for
these
life.
knowledge. Yeah, dictator in the traditional Roman sense,
Right.
like literally Roman in this case. But yes, as our glorious dictator for life has said, that we may learn of this knowledge forbidden in other cities, that we are more prepared to handle this wisdom.
Huh. Okay. And is this all that can be shown?
It is all that we have about dragons. I'm afraid it's not a subject well researched. So perhaps there are a few places in the wastes that might know more.
And how might I find these?
It says if you wish to know of the great dragon, you would travel perhaps to the village of the Ruvoka. So
The village of the Ruvoka?
Ruvoka.
Ruvoka,
RUV.
okay.
Yeah. And says they are powerful elementals that live beyond the edge of the city-states, and may have actually seen the Great Dragon pass every few years. And if you wish to know more of dragons and of ancient age, perhaps... He says, perhaps there is one place, but it is far too dangerous for anyone to go to. We have never sent a scribe there who has returned.
I'm not your average scribe. Actually, come to think of it, I don't think I am a scribe.
My new band name.
Not your average scribe?
Yeah.
He says there is a tale in some old books that there was there used to be another great sorcerer king who sought out the dragons and their power and was destroyed for it. And now there are only ruins left in the lost city of Kalidne.
I'm going to write these down because I will not forget them. I will not remember them.
Yeah, I'll type it out real quicker.
So the first one was the village of Ravun?
I'm typing it in Discord. It should pop up here in a second.
Okay.
What? Oh, is Discord breaking again?
Quite possibly.
RUV.
Mine worked just fine. Well, no, it didn't. It didn't actually send, did it?
Yeah, no,
You
mine won't
implied.
send. Mine will not send.
Put it in the Roll20 chat.
Oh,
Yeah. Good job, Jeff.
I'm smart. Kalidne. Reminds me of Sydney. Sorta. Not really. I'm on my last pumpkin cider. This might be my last of my life, since I'm moving in June. And Illinois again. Up and down and up and down.
All right. Well, that's a start, and that's kind of what I was looking for. I would thank him for his time and then probably go about my way. I can't think of anything else in particular that I'd be looking at doing other than trying to figure out how to procure or afford a ship. Maybe spending some time at the harbor. And
Sure.
in the meantime, I'm just going to be thinking of what I can do to make some money.
Okay.
Other than whore myself out in the arena.
It's really weird. I cannot find that stupid symbol. It's going to drive me nuts. I saw it like not too long ago. That's the worst part.
Discord's been having weird problems lately.
It has been. It's crashed on me like at least once a day.
Yeah, it's been like the past 2 days, it's been having major outages.
Mm-hmm.
At least voice stays live while it happens, so good luck getting back in if you can
Not
disconnect
for me,
out.
it hasn't. I've had
Really?
voice. Yeah, I've had voice crash on me.
Oh.
Twice.
Here's my Dark Sun folder.
Saw Justice League today. It was good. Better than the other DC movies.
I got 7 stinking merchant symbols, but not the one, not Tomlador.
Describe it.
Ah, fuck it. Anywho,
Draw it on roll 20 with your pen.
I don't like. I can't even
I'm
find
just
the
kidding.
book where they describe it. That's the annoying part.
But yeah, that's pretty much all I can think of that I want to do.
Okay. So, next up is Jeef.
Hello.
So what is so what does Rockney want to do with his time during the first week?
Well, I'd like to procure myself a hand crossbow.
Okay, that's
I like how we've all started using the word procure instead of I want to go buy this.
Well, I may not be buying it. We are pirates.
I mean, I was gonna say procurement
True.
offers some ambiguity.
It does.
I will acquire this thing.
No matter the cost, because I'm not paying for it.
All right.
acquiring in D&D is copyright Penny Arcade. You can find one for around 80 copper.
Jesus.
How much in ceramic?
Yes, sorry. That's good. Keep on me, because eventually I'll get it right. Yes, so 80 ceramic pieces will get you a hand crossbow.
Okay, now I do some conversions in my head. Okay. 445 minus 80. Google, come on. You stupid.
And you know,
didn't.
you find a little shop in the Elven Market that has daggers and throwing knives and things, run by a man who is wearing a turban like made of silk with wrapped over his face as well, or made of cotton. Sorry, wrapped over his face as well. And he says, "I see you appreciate stealth."
Oh, yes. I also appreciate bonus attacks. Since that's the one thing I'm missing from Crossbow Expert.
Says, "You seem a stout sort. Can you handle yourself in battle?"
Well, if I can't hit him with the crossbow, I can run him over with a crad. A crodlu, not a crad. His name's Crad.
Says, Crodlu, you have been out in the wastes, yes?
Lived out there all my life. Big city.
Says, if you're ever looking for work, let me know. I have clients that need men of discretion.
I'm always looking for work, sir.
He says, then head to the tavern of the Silt Brew. He goes, and there ask for Leland.
Hope you type this out in chat. Okay.
Sorry. I smacked him up.
I will be back
And so
in
do
a few
you,
minutes.
yeah. And so do you head out to the Silt Brew Tavern, or do you
Yeah.
do something else first?
I'll head out. I'll head over there,
Okay.
equipping my new hand crossbow. Okay. I don't need to do the attack first. I need to put it in my inventory first. Okay. Where'd
So-
the button go?
Along the way, when you get there, it's a small little drinking hole in the wall, like maybe 3 tables and a bar. You notice that unlike northern climes, or unlike anywhere outside the city, they're not drinking broy or any sort of berry wine. They seem to be drinking a rich red wine, the kind you've never seen before.
They're vampires. It's blood.
This is a Halloween game. Thanksgiving game. So I look around the tavern and go up to the barkeep, or if they have something like that.
Yeah.
And would you happen to know where I could find Leland?
Says one moment, and then walks into the back room. Comes back a minute later, kind of holds the door open, goes right this way.
Okay.
And you make your way down into a cellar. It's a cool cellar. It's a very long stairway, so you're pretty deep at this point.
How old is the stone?
Not very old. This was dug probably 10 years ago, 20. Definitely nothing to write home about. Sorry, I'm fiddling with the settings on this thing. And once you're down there, you can see that, there's a bunch of casks piled up and some bottles and a small table with 2 people sitting around it. And the barkeep just gestures at the table and then walks back up to 10 bar.
Howdy there. I'm looking for a Leland.
The 2 people there, you can see one is looks about human. It's kind of a short, wide man, and the other is twice his height and very broad-shouldered. You can see he's leaning way back in his chair. The short man kind of leans forward, says, "I am Leland."
I was told by a certain shopkeep that you would have some work for me.
Yes. We need someone who can, let's say, move without attracting attention.
I am known to be stealthy in combat.
So you're tested in combat. I see.
Brought down a giant not too recently.
Oh, yes. And the large man
Not too
laughs
recently.
at that. Large guy lets out a big belly laugh. And the short man says, or Leland says, "We're looking for someone with who we can trust. Did you come to the city with anyone?"
Nope. I came by myself most recently. I could find some work up here in the city.
Wow, what a rude boy.
Says excellent. Roll initiative.
Oh boy. I have to click on myself, but I don't have myself.
Okay, I'll do that.
Guys, I made a mistake.
Hey man, you came to the city yourself, last I heard.
Yeah, that's what I heard too. And he brought down a giant.
I helped.
Not too recently.
Yeah, it was a fairly long time ago.
Huh, looks like I've enabled a thing automatically that I shouldn't have. Oh well.
Oh, there I am. Click, and where is it? There we go. Oh no. You guys spent your first week productively,
Yeah.
and I'm getting slain in the alley.
Technically, it's a basement.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll make my way to the alley.
Always bring your dragon with you.
Can never find any of these damn tokens I want to.
I use this chance to escape. They haven't shown up yet. I just realized why they're attacking me, but it's fine. Oh, there they are. The guy bigger than me and the other guy bigger than me. What the heck? Oh, guys. Tiny guy.
If I wouldn't be faster just writing down initiative instead of doing I'm very slow with the clicks.
Have you ever noticed that he has a habit of rolling 20s lately?
Yeah. GM hacks.
Only
GM
now
advantage.
does that happen.
If you
Only
notice,
advantage.
which I don't know if you guys have this turned on, but my profile picture on Roll20 is a pair of smoking dice that says the GM's dice are always loaded.
I hope this hand crossbow is useful. I hope they didn't sell me a faulty hand crossbow just to get me enslaved. It just shoots out a little fake arrow that says bang.
Wouldn't it say twang technically?
They misspelled it.
Ah.
Twang.
So there's a new light bulb that like resonates heat, but also does like that flickering flame effect and actually looks like a proper flicker. It's kind of cool.
Also known as old light bulbs.
Also known as fire. So they get up and push away from the table.
It's very dark here.
Yes. You're in a basement. Basements tend to be.
Good thing I can see in the dark.
It's a massive table. Let me. And you got some crap behind them to the side. Like the whole room is, say, this, with stairs up here.
At which end is the down?
The right.
Okay.
You like my half-ass stairs?
Oh yes. Very medieval. You trip down them.
Can't draw with these tools. So they both push away, like forcefully, skidding across the floor. The half-giant stands up. You can see he's wearing just a long, undyed cotton tunic and begins advancing.
Oh, that's never good. He's
Can't
getting
quite
really
get up to
close.
you. Yeah, can't quite get up to you in time. The little dude, who is just a small human.
He looks so small, and especially since he's on a different grid than me. Oh, okay, there. I'm fixed.
No, yeah. And they both run up on as their actions. And so it's your turn.
It looks
Okay.
like you found yourself in the world of Tron.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Quick,
Okay,
just run
you
a
should
circle around them and they'll be trapped. Sorry.
The
Okay.
world of improv battle maps.
Mm-hmm.
Let me look at this thing. Okay. Is my normal crossbow a one-handed weapon?
I don't think so.
No.
Okay. So what's the range on my quarterstaff?
Just close. Just any squares that are touching yours,
Okay.
like that one.
Okay. Let's see. Well, I take my heavy crossbow that I got last time. Definitely not one-handed. Never mind.
Yeah.
And
The heavy one is definitely no crossbow is one-handed except the hand crossbow.
Correct.
okay. And I take aim at. Did that flash for you? Did that work the way I wanted it to?
No. Are you holding down?
I was
mouse?
seeing if I could highlight them by clicking on the turn order thing just to show you which one.
Oh no, unfortunately not.
That'd be a cool feature. But the big guy.
There's just
And
two of them,
I-
so it's gonna easy to figure out.
Yeah.
Biggie and Smalls.
22 is definitely gonna hit.
Good shit.
And after this, I have to fight a whole bar of guys.
I'm really disappointed that you're getting the equivalent of a bar fight and I didn't. To be fair, though, I went to the library.
I'm not even drunk.
No, it's just funny because my character during character creation, there's one of those things where you have to like do personality or whatever,
Yeah.
and his literally says a bar fight's a good way to get to know a city.
You go
so
to the
the-
library, I go to the bar.
Right.
So that's your regular crossbow.
That's
Uh,
I didn't.
You need to program in your heavy crossbow. for
Oh
the next
yeah.
turn.
I don't
So
know
what-
the.
It'd be the same to hit. It'd just be different damage.
Yeah.
Which you never gave us stats on. I don't think.
D10.
Nope. Okay. 1d10, and it's still Dex.
Yep, everything's the same except D10 instead of a D8.
Okay. Do I
Range is
just
on.
roll it and take the damage from that?
No, we'll take this damage for now and then next time. So it's like you
Okay.
pulled out your regular crossbow, shot it, and then threw it aside. Like, I'm going to need something bigger for this. The crossbow bolt slams home in the shoulder of the half giant. And he goes, "Ugh," and just breaks it off and throws it down.
Not as effective as I wanted it to be. Since I'm not moving, can I do another shot?
No.
Oh, okay. Then I will be moving.
Okay.
Okay, what's my range again?
I think it's
5
40?
squares.
No, 5.
No.
5 squares.
Okay, let's do some math here.
Mhm.
1, 2. Yeah,
What's your movement?
25. This is pretty bad. I could go up this. Are the stairs open?
Yeah.
Open. Okay, I'm gonna go halfway up the stairs.
Okay, so it's 15 feet to the stairs and then going up another 10 feet.
Yeah, like,
yeah, I'd say that's
here.
about halfway up those steps.
and then so I have, I have the high ground.
Yeah, that's the landing, and then it goes up another section.
Okay.
Probably goes up another 10 feet before you get to that door, I'd say.
So would you say he really can't get a clear attack on me through there?
I'll give you a half cover.
Okay, because that's what I want, the high ground and them not being able to really get a.
Yeah, I
Good
mean,
hit on
there's a banister, there are balustrades, so yeah, it would,
Disadvantage.
or a balustrade and banisters. So yeah,
And I have a banister to steady my aim on. Okay, turns over.
okay. So it's gonna come around here, take out, like reaches in to the sort of the black long robe that he's wearing, and pulls out a fistful of knives, between kind of 3 knives to each hand between the fingers, and just chucks a handful at you.
You know what I forgot to buy?
Ammo.
Health potions.
Yeah. Versus
That's
your
our
AC.
damage. My AC is not that. 15. I thought it was higher. No, that was for the rogue. So yeah, 15.
What's your dex?
Hi. It's 16.
What kind of armor are you wearing?
I don't think I'm wearing armor.
That'll do it.
Oh, wait, no, I'm wearing studded leather. Did that get added to my armor
I don't
class?
know. Not automatically.
Oh,
Automatically, it just takes 10 plus dex, and then you need to add your armor on top of that.
okay. How do I do that?
What's the bonus for your armor?
Let me look that up.
Studded leather should be like 2 or 3.
I've been
leather
going
is
through this
12
naked.
plus your dex mod.
Say that again.
It's 12 plus dex mod.
So, 12. Oh, that's normal. It's the same.
Really?
Okay. 15.
Okay, so that's a hit and does 9 points of damage.
Ouch. Okay, there, -9.
I'm sorry, 6. Not 9.
+3.
Yeah.
Was the dice upside down, Friar?
Need to get those dice to line some of these numbers.
And now the big guy is going to kind of turn in your direction. He's going to start.
Dun, 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 dun.
It's actually pretty well timed on my screen.
Oh, geez, he's on the stairs. He has. Why is the big guy so fast?
Long
He
leg.
moves just long legs.
He's at the base of the stairs, so he's still 10 feet away from you and can't quite get up to you. But you can see he is now wielding looks like a very simple club with like a wooden club with a rock slotted into the top and tied off with leather. Like it's a very simple
jeez.
club. But
Okay,
unfortunately, he
well,
can't reach you from there. So it's your turn.
That's
What do you mean,
okay.
unfortunately? Whose side are you
unfortunate for
on,
me.
Friar?
It's unfortunate for
Okay,
him. When I'm playing
I
him, I'm
guess
on
you
his
know.
side.
That's not as good.
It still hits, absolutely. Who are you aiming at, the big guy?
Yeah, high ground while I still have it.
Try to nail his foot to the ground.
I don't think he'd care. To be honest.
Yeah, so this one's a much bigger bolt, but unfortunately it just like shoots past his arm, leaving a gash, and slams into the fort wall.
Twang. It's a heavy crossbow. Oh, jeez. Okay. I'm gonna. Jeez.
Can you
You
get
can
out the
keep moving.
door?
I could, but I feel like there's gonna be a lot of more people waiting for me over there. But I'm gonna go for it. Up and out.
Okay, so about 10 more feet up. The door is locked.
Ah, jeez.
Bar, yeah, it seems to be locked from the other side.
I'm assuming I'm sort of have more cover here since it's like through the floor of through the ceiling.
Yeah, so the next
No, I was
set
trying to
of
say.
stairs. Yeah. No, you're still about half cover.
Okay, this guy. I hope he breaks the stairs. This.
You think they just keep him down there?
And I actually forgot to roll disadvantage, but I'm going to this time.
Thank you. That'll help. That's much better. He can't hit me with that.
Yeah.
That's a lot worse. So.
Well, disadvantage, so it takes a 7.
Yeah. So a knife
Fortune.
just sprouts from the banister in front of you. It's like suddenly there's a knife there where there wasn't one before, sticking into the wood,
High quality. Good stone.
and you can hear the little man hiss down below in frustration.
Are you a cat man? I thought you were a human.
Oops.
The stairs shift position. It's Hogwarts.
So he can move up on his turn to get right up on you, and he's going to try to grapple you.
Grapple. That's not good. What do I do with this?
Give me an athletics check.
Athletics. I'm
Mhm.
proficient. Not proficient enough though.
He could still roll a 1.
No, he rolled a
Ooh.
9.
He almost. That was actually pretty close. That'll be an easy one for you to break, though.
Eh.
And then he's gonna like grab you and hold on and says, "Get up here! Help me subdue him." And it's your turn.
Oh jeez, so I have to try to break free first.
You do
Right.
that at the end of your turn.
I'm not sure. Okay,
So
I use
you-
my hand crossbow since I assume my arm's not good enough for the heavy right now.
Yeah, he's like got it around your chest and forearms. Got his arms around there, but yeah, you still have your hands free.
Okay, so I'm gonna shoot him in the point blank with this with this heavy crossbow.
With the
And
hand
no
crossbow,
disadvantage?
not the heavy crossbow.
Oh, okay, hand crossbow and no disadvantage.
Nope.
Okay, where'd I put that? Okay.
Ooh, nice. That hits and sinks right into his thigh. Oh, this is getting me more trouble than it's worth.
I don't have that much. I don't have that money. What? I can't even talk. Never mind. I'll leave the banter to Spider-Man.
And when he says that, Leland says, just means he'll be worth more in the arena.
Ah, gosh. I'm gonna end up fighting what's his name? Ein.
Only difference is I'd be the one going there willingly.
It's just like Thor.
It's okay, I know him. He's a friend from work. Fun fact, that line was written by a kid from the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
It was a good line.
Unfortunately, that's a disadvantage. Otherwise, I would have been able to use the crit.
Oh,
So that is 6 more damage.
okay. Okay, let me click myself. If it'll let me click myself, it's not letting me click. Oh wait,
Click yourself on the turn order.
You might be accidentally clicking on the line. Try to click.
oh that might be it. No, well, I think they're boxes and I'm under them.
Yeah, try to click the turn order.
Oh, I can't. Okay, I'm just gonna do this here, just real quick.
Yeah.
And whoop. The spiral is just not showing up.
Normally, yeah, you still have half cover, so it's still a disadvantage. I was saying you're being grabbed, which would usually confer advantage, but it's also disadvantage from half cover and whatever. Fuck it.
Speaking of
I
which,
have
did you ever roll to try to break free? I don't think you
You
did.
do
No, I didn't.
now. Yeah, you do. Go ahead now.
Well, which one is it?
That is an athletics check.
Okay. Not good enough.
That'll do it. So at
I
the end
push
of your
him down
turn,
the
you broke
stairs.
free, and then yeah, on your turn you'll be able to act again. So he's no longer grabbing you. I imagine you kicked at that arrow in his thigh and that got him to release.
No.
So he kind of backs up, like back toward the landing. Says, "I'm going to need some help with him."
I hope the small guy can't fit past him because he's so big and huge.
You can move through friendly squares.
Walking through his legs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kick him in the nards.
Okay, is it my turn? No, it's
Yeah.
small guy's turn.
No, it's your
Oh,
turn.
it's my turn? Wow.
Yeah.
That was fast. Heavy crossbow. Boop. Right at his face. Knock him onto his pal.
Big guy again.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Ooh.
Starting to look like a porcupine.
Heavy crossbow slams right into his stomach, and he goes, "Oh God, I think he got me." And then he like slowly starts stumbling back, catching himself
Please.
on the wall.
Ah.
And do you want to make a move?
I wish I could kick him. I want him to fall.
I mean, you can spend your turn kicking him if you like.
Well, he's
Can I?
already taken
It
an
may
attack.
be ill-advised.
You've already taken an attack action, so you have a move action left. But
Oh, I really can't move anywhere.
okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Little guy's gonna come up and yeah. And whoops. Go that way. There we go. Runs up past his fallen foe and goes, before, I was just gonna sell you. Now, I'm gonna kill you.
I've heard this line before. I think.
And he
Ow.
no longer has disadvantage.
No longer? Oh,
That's right.
yeah. Okay. So, how much damage is that for?
That's another 6. Pegs you for another 6.
I'm at 9 health.
At least he's consistent.
6 knives every time. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, it's just 6 small knives.
It's like
Hitting you.
Genji.
Like a bad version of acupuncture.
The big guy withdraws down the stairs and slumps against the wall, leaving a trail of blood from his wound.
Slumping down face first.
And your turn.
Okay. Wait, how close is he? Oh, he's not within 1. Why is he so far away? Okay. Okay, what do I have? Let's see. Let me look at my damage rolls.
Still got your heavy
Okay, that's
crossbow.
a-
That's probably your highest level damage right now, or your highest
Yeah.
amount of damage.
Yeah, it is probably. Just check stab. No, that's just a D4. That's a pretty bad for a dagger. Okay. Boop. Aw.
That's definitely a hit. This one cuts a chunk into his leg, but passes just to the right. Like hits his leg, cuts in, and is deflected off the bone.
Ow. That's painful. That's a broken leg right there.
This time he reaches back and pulls out a longer knife with a proper handle and just goes in to try to stab you.
Oh no, I only have 9 health. Come on. Oh jeez, that didn't hit me. That's good.
Yeah. So you just move out of the way as the knife slams into the door behind you.
And he gets stuck there, trying to struggle, and this is stupid. Okay, he's within range now, but it doesn't matter since I have a crossbow that's really cool and heavy.
Yeah, because
What?
of your crossbow mastery feat, you can attack when he's next to you without incurring an attack of opportunity.
I wonder. Okay, that's a D6 and a hand
think that's maybe-
crossbow.
I think I may be only with the hand crossbow, but I'm
Okay,
not.
if I do a one-handed quarterstaff and then use my bonus action for the hand crossbow, I have a possibility of up to 12.
Sure. I mean,
Well, that's a big risk, so... Oh, I pressed the wrong one! Can I...
It was a good hit, though.
Okay. I
like,
go to
you
fire
can,
the
you
heavy
can take
crossbow.
that and try to use the quarterstaff, and you won't have
Yeah.
a move action because you're dropping and picking out a new weapon.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll use my one-handed quarters. Wait, can I do two-handed with the quarterstaff then?
No, you got a hand crossbow in the other hand.
Oh yeah, and then boop. That was a 20.
Yeah, both hit.
I
This
didn't know you
one-
could move 2 attacks.
I have the crossbow mastery thing. They're just out of order.
Yeah, when
Oh,
when
okay.
he's in melee, he gets to use a hand crossbow for free as a bonus action.
If it's
Cool.
one-handed quarterstaff.
And so you like give him a good smack across the head with this quarterstaff, and you can see him reeling for a moment, and the bolt goes straight into his neck, and just it's like he's
That'll
still
do it.
standing, and he just goes and starts slowly walking down the steps, bleeding out, trying to.
Huh. And he accidentally stabs his friend. Okay. And
It looks like you missed the carotid, otherwise you would expect a lot more blood. But you got him right in the trachea.
no talking for you. So what was that? You were gonna sell me or kill me now? Huh? About that.
He mispronounced bleed on you.
Yeah. It's a language barrier. I know. Common. It's hard.
You gave the guy a fate that is pretty much a 10 to 15 minute suffocation.
He can still breathe. It's like a tracheotomy.
No, I don't
Violent
think you can get that
tracheotomy.
bolt out though.
He could. It's just going to
Yes,
tear
but-
open the wound a bit more.
Yes, but if they do pull it out, the blood from inside his neck will go into the trachea, and thus start drowning him at the same time as the air being forced out through the new hole.
Yeah, but I mean,
Dude,
he's still
drown on
able
air.
to walk around and maybe grab a healing potion or something.
The heels around the bolt. He's no longer named whatever his name is. Starts with an L.
Leland.
Leland. He is now Arrow. Oh, I'm not good at this. This
good
is
try.
why. Throat arrow. Translate that into your minds to something much wittier. Okay, is it my turn again, or is he just dead?
Neither of them are dead, but they are both not pursuing you. They have gone down to the bottom of the steps and are making their way, look like, toward one of the boxes.
That's not good. So I'm going to I'm gonna just attack. Okay, wait. Let me look at my crossbow expert.
As you're about to attack, the half giant says, "Just go. Just get out of here. Well, you don't have to kill us."
Well, you were gonna kill me. It's only fair. It was 2-on-1 as well. And you're huge. You're both bigger than me.
Says, "If you kill us, the barkeep will call the guard. Just go. Just tap 3 times, then twice, then 4 times, and he'll open the door."
I feel this could be a trap, so I'm gonna.
Wait, so
I'm gonna
not
be Amy.
Louis?
Okay, I'll do that, but I'll have my crossbow aimed at the door because this could be a trap.
Okay. After you knock you hear a latch being pulled, the door opening, and the barkeep sees the crossbow, puts his hands up, starts backing up.
Now I'm gonna leave quietly here. All nice. Your 2 friends are fine, mostly. And there'll be trouble if the guard comes after this. So let's keep it quiet between us. Not sure your reputation wants to hold this under you.
2 of the 3 patrons in the bar also stand up and put their hands up, and the third just takes a drink and starts laughing.
I just
knew
imagine
they'd get in
he's.
trouble eventually.
And I walk out, and that has been my week. I spent a week down there.
Get the camp.
I decided the city is too much for me.
Is there anything else you want to do while you're in the city?
I want to buy health potions.
Sure.
How much are they? I'll take 3 for now. If they're not expensive. Wait, didn't we find out they're 50? I can't remember.
Let me look and also apply some modifiers.
I get back to the room, you guys come back, there's just blood everywhere. It's like, I had fun, what did you guys do?
Give me an investigation check.
Oh boy. Where is that? There it is. Do I?
Well, at least you rolled well in combat.
You can find someone selling, what the hell is this? Why is there...
Oh, that's... I was making the merchant house symbol since you couldn't find it.
Oh, I see. You can find you found a place that sells healing fruit. They say, fresh blessed from the Templars. Only 75 copper or 75 ceramic pieces.
I'll take one. Okay, let's see. I'll just take one. It's probably a scam anyway. Okay, 365 minus 75. That's 290.
And with a healing potion like that, or a healing fruit, you get 2d4 plus 2 points of healing.
2d4 plus 2. So how do I just keep my inventory and mark that as a note on it?
Well, I mean, you keep it until you use it, yeah. I mean, you can just make a
Okay.
note that it's 2d4, yeah.
2d4 plus 2.
Mhm.
Okay.
And before we get to Will, let's take a short break. I need to refill my beverage, go to the bathroom, all that good stuff. So I will
Before you
see-
go,
No.
send me the stuff to level up.
Ah, yes. I'll have to do that when I get back. I gotta run.
I understand. Go ahead.
All right. Be back in just a few minutes.
Hello? It got super quiet. I went to go grab something to drink and it was super quiet. Are we taking a break or something?
Yep.
Ah, fantastic. I'll be back in a couple minutes then.
I'm replacing Dylan. I'm back now.
Whew. What about touching Dylan?
Replacing. Because right as I back, you said you're leaving.
Ah, okay, gotcha.
I think I skipped some words there, but you got the point.
I get the point, yeah. No, I heard that you were touching me and I was a little concerned. Alright,
Well, you are gone.
I'll be back in about 5-10 minutes.
Right.
Okay.
Oh, okie dokie. I'm
Hello.
Yellow.
Hello.
Hello. Wait, no, I can do that. Hello.
Got a regular Adele here.
That was Marvin Gaye.
Yeah, close enough. I like the
Wait, no,
same person,
Lionel
right?
Richie. It was Lionel Richie, then Marvin Gaye.
I'm out of pumpkin cider.
I've had enough pumpkin.
I'm so sad. They only sell it like once a year at Aldi's. And I only know it's at this Aldi's. I don't know if it'll be at an Aldi's in Illinois. So it was a good.
I believe there's a Dillon's in Illinois, and it should sell it.
Ooh, that'll be good. Illinois is a state, you know.
Yes, I am aware. I have traveled across country.
Yes. No, there's a Dillon's in Illinois somewhere.
Plural, as in there are Dillons
I didn't
in
know
Illinois.
Dillon. I didn't know Dillon was in Illinois.
I imagine there are many Dylans in Illinois. It's a pretty common first name.
I actually knew 2 Dillons in Illinois.
Yeah.
I went to the same school.
I have 2 brothers named Dylan.
What?
Fenrir is my brother named Dylan.
Is he
The
the
other
brother
brother
that?
on this channel is my other brother named Dylan.
And my other brother, Daryl.
Is it the brother that's in Discord chat right now?
It's just for 105-year-olds, that joke.
This is my brother Dylan and my other brother Dylan. I make that a lot. This is my brother Dylan and my other brother Dylan.
There were 2 twins. The ones that look the same. Maternal twins? Fraternal twins? I can't remember.
Well, maternal and fraternal just
Identical.
means
Mimics.
parent. Doesn't it? I don't know. Fuck it.
Identical twins.
Yeah, there were 2 identical twins in my class in high school. And one was
Kill
named
them and absorb their power.
One was named Carmen, and one went by Carmen Lita, but technically her first name was also Carmen. That was
Were their last name San Diego?
no.
You had 2 Carmen Sandiegos in your class. They looked exactly the same.
No, they were like identical
They had
twins.
red cloaks.
If you didn't know their personalities, if you just like walked in the room, you would think you wouldn't be able to tell them apart.
Okay, I need to tell you guys about what's your name? Carmen. And when yours? Carmen. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
You know, people would actually assume Dylan and I were actually twins. Like, that's why I started actually, like, getting my hair buzzed and Dylan had his hair on a mohawk.
People used to say that about me and my brother, even though we were born 11 years apart.
Who's older?
My brother.
Both.
I see. So I take it he is a full-on Franciscan monk and you are still entering the cloth?
Well, it certainly has the hairline of a Franciscan monk. I was going to say people thought we were twins until I gained a bunch of weight and he lost his hair.
I need Dylan, and Will to
Will
do
Beckus.
like a one-off parody of My Brother and Me. If you could do that, that'd be great. Thanks.
Why?
Same amount of incoherent screaming.
Like, I'm a commissioned artist. Dylan will do anything for $1, and Fenrir here can be negotiated with, so pay us.
I'll
give you 5 ceramic pieces. It's good exposure.
I will stab you if you just say that again. You don't know how often people go, oh, but it's good exposure. I don't need exposure. Exposure is for radiation.
I know. I
right,
followed
I'm
the
back.
account.
Exposure is for obscenity charges.
That's a good one.
Holy, I will find this fucking symbol if it kills me.
I showed it to you. It's a star with murder.
Just don't accidentally stream porn again.
Could be worse.
Could be. Could be
You could be in
intentionally
a
streaming porn.
You could be in a big.
Accidentally streams Trump.
Well, that'd be horrible. No, who was it?
sad? Go ahead.
Was it
Derek.
Darkside Phil that accidentally streamed himself masturbating?
Oh God.
There's so many people who have done that, and some people have done it on purpose.
Yes, on purpose, I understand, but accidentally, it's horrible.
Actually, there's a whole website for that.
Yeah.
You might have heard of it.
Several.
It's called Twitch.
So Dylan.
What?
So Dylan, how often did I introduce you as this is my brother Dylan and my other brother Dylan?
Every time, without fail.
Thank you.
I mean,
Good
that's
job.
what we
Pass
are.
the test.
Even Mom introduces us as this is my son Dylan, my son William, my daughter Shelby, and my son Dylan.
My daughter Dylan? No.
Like, it didn't help that you guys also had like 2 other friends named Dylan.
The D Squad.
I did not.
There's
Dylan was
one
my
time-
other friend, Dylan.
No, there's the one time like we all crashed at in
Dylan
the
Bells.
like garage game room. There's like 8 of us. At one point, my mom called out Dylan, and 4 people turned around.
Yeah, you're not wrong on that.
That fireplace was awesome.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yes, I remember. I do remember. Yes, I end up on that side of town, once every month or so, and I'm like, I miss Dylan and William. Because that's back behind the church with the giant fucking mirror wall.
Yeah, Cowboy Church.
Yeah.
By the way, am I the one that's kind of scared by people running around the parking lot with shotguns preaching about God's love?
Welcome to the Bible Belt.
I mean, it depends on what you do with the shotgun, right? I mean, those aren't necessarily conflicting stances.
It kind of felt hypocritical of extending one arm in peace but having the other one armed.
That's America.
That is pretty much America.
Yeah.
America believes in fucking for virginity and bombing for peace.
That's even on our eagle. The olive leaves. And,
All of our eagles, we carve it into them.
Yes. That's how you can tell you can't shoot them. They have a shotgun.
Anyways, I feel
Oh,
like this
so
is going
in my-
strangely political.
So in one class, we actually had a Native American come in, and so they're allowed to have parts of eagles. And so, like, he actually had a freaking eagle talon on his necklace, and was like, "Can I have that?"
And let me guess, the answer was no. Get away from me.
He apologized and said no, but he also offered to allow me to come and visit him on the peyote ritual.
Huh?
Hey, kid, you want to get high?
Yeah, basically.
Well, no, we were actually learning about religious rituals of the Navajo.
Yeah, but peyote is quite literally a what is it called? I'm trying to think of the term.
Yeah,
Hallucinogen.
yeah, we brought some
Yes.
into class, for example.
Yeah.
No, seriously, he brought peyote art, the actual stuff for the ceremonies. It was awesome. I actually sat down and had an interview with the guy for like 10 minutes.
That was a perfectly timed break, by the way.
In that I was about to piss myself, yes.
Oh my god, I was talking to my roommate about that the other day. You know what the most unsatisfying thing about living is? When you're in the kitchen, you're perfectly fine, and you go to pour yourself a drink, and the moment that first drop of liquid touches the bottom of your cup, you realize you've been holding your bladder for 2.5 hours. unintentionally.
Drink it.
And then you
You just-
can't do anything but sit there and hold your bladder more and pour the glass. Otherwise, you have to stop and do everything again. And then you finish it and then go pee, and then you can drink some more. It's frustrating.
Oh
hate
god,
you.
I have to find a way to get you to move back out here because I missed this.
You know what I missed was when Dylan thought it would be funny to sneak drinks out of my glass.
That was beautiful.
Never steal the drink of an Irishman.
Remember
For
when
you.
he played Tony Stark and I would actually start
That's-
drinking?
That's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about. You know, by the end of the game, he realized that my drinks are 70% alcohol.
Yeah.
Before we get too far down the reminiscent rabbit hole,
Sorry. Yeah,
no, it's
bad
fine.
habit.
It's gonna be even worse when there are two Dylans in this chat room.
Brother!
I'll be in love.
There'll be brothers everywhere.
Gross. Anywho,
So, I leveled up.
okay.
Huh?
Yeah, I'll have to mess with that a little later, unfortunately.
Okay.
I will change your sheet on
excuse me.
here and then maybe send you a screenshot. But I can go ahead and you're a fighter, right?
Technically.
All right.
The fighter merchant.
I can tell you to go ahead and roll me a D10 for your hit die for your next level's hit points.
D10.
Hito pointo.
Yeah, if you have any dice on you.
Dice plus. Okay. Huh.
But yeah, 1d10 plus con. Oh yeah, you could roll that too.
Oops.
Con of 2. All right, so I'll add that to your total here real quick.
Did it work?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
How much health did I get?
11.
11.
It's pretty good.
Awesome.
Now go up to 21 hit points.
Do I get the heal?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
So before our next little segment, you'll have at least a night to heal up and you'll restore all your hit points.
That's always good.
So, Will, what are you doing during your first week in Bollock?
I have officially sent out a letter of writ to every merchant guild in town trying to establish trade. And I've personally gone out to Reese, was that their name,
Mhm.
Reese?
Mhm.
I've personally gone to Reese to negotiate founding my my trade, my own guild in the area. That way we can actually have trade routes here.
Are you... let's roleplay this, actually.
Of course.
So House Reese is headquartered in a very large palatial compound up in the villa precinct, and it's up on a hill, away from the pores, and just occupied by a handful of big, like, mansion estates, big villas, big haciendas. Other word for house, and theirs
Casa.
is highly fortified. There's a probably 12-foot wall around their entire compound, guarded, and the house itself looks like it could hold up to a siege, built like a castle. Very few walls or very few windows, and they're very narrow and small. And your request is, at the gate, is brought there by a servant, and they come back and let you pass through this massive wooden gate bound with iron, not just a massive wooden gate, but bound with rare iron, and
I know.
bring you through the house into a small setting room off to the side. It's very much ushering you through the foyer, through the main hall, and into this place, kind of pushing you along, not letting you see much of anything. And it's a lovely marble house and marble room. Just this dark, sort of green marble floors. Or not marble, but green rock floors. That looks almost like you're stepping into an inky abyss. But it's so dark green, and there's very little light in here at the moment through the narrow window, with this rich redwood desk. And you're in there for quite a while. You're in there for probably about an hour, maybe 2, before someone comes down to talk with you. And it's a young man. He has a well-styled mustache and beard. Looks like he may have just grown them. He's so young. And in fine white cotton robes. And just sort of plops down in the leather chair behind the desk, puts his feet up. Now, how can we help you?
Greetings. I am Remedy What's my last?
Octa.
It's been a long time since I looked at my own character sheet.
Yeah, I understand.
Sorry, coughing a lot now.
Mhm.
I came to negotiate borrowing some money.
So yes, well, we have money changers who could do that for you. However, in respect to your house, we will set up the deal here. And,
Of course. And I felt that since this would not just be a straight up loan, I should do it with one of the officials of the company, such as yourself, instead of just a mere employee. No offense.
Yes, of course. Protocol is sometimes tedious, but necessary. So now, this loan, what do you plan to do with this money?
I'm so glad you asked. I plan to buy up a plot of land here and build up a merchant guild of my own. That way my house can make trade routes into the city.
When you say buy a plot of land, he laughs and says, I do not know what village you are from, but here in Bollock, Andrapenes owns all the land. You can rent, of course. Even we, in our villa, are merely tenants to our greater landlord.
I understand. Now let me correct myself. I plan to build up a merchant house, be it buying a freestanding building or renting a plot of land and building it myself.
I am not sure that is a wise use of your money. You see, Bollock has so many merchant houses already. There's us and the Tumblador and Wavir and even Little House Jarko.
Yes, but all these merchants are from about mid to south of the equator. My house is from the north. We carry spices and wheats that are not familiar to this area, and thus are rare commodities.
This is perhaps we can work something out. Where you build your merchant house in Alteric, and House Reese handles the transport and sale from there.
Hold on, let me look at the map.
Yeah, that's a trade city where you guys left from.
I see. I see.
Yeah, so you guys are here. I don't know if you can see the Roll20 board, and Ultric is here. And that's basically their pathway to the north.
I see. Just so I know, he said that we already built a merchant house up there, or is he saying to build one up there?
No, he's saying that make a deal where you build a merchant house, like proper outpost in Ultric, and then House Reese will handle the import from there instead of building it in the city.
He doesn't want competitors.
I understand. But I still must request also, 1 second, at least a small stall for my company here. That way people can place orders from my company. In turn, for the money that you loan me, that shall be taken out of my company's profits for about a 10-year loan, which is reasonable, of course, when any merchant needs to make a new house. 10-year loans are, well, common. And on top of that, a 5% sales tax for every purchase made at my store will go to you guys, not included in the loan.
Says that would be a very modest offer if we were talking to House Wavir or House Tumbledore. But for you, we would offer a 5-year loan and 10% of every sale.
Now, just to clarify, the loan on every sale is not for the remainder of the loan. It is permanent.
He says, oh yes, I understand.
I see.
Welcome to Shark Tank.
And I'm assuming this would be for both the outposts in whatever the place was, and here as well?
Says, oh yes, oh yes. And do not worry about orders. We will be ordering from your company, ordering from your house, well, in Ultric. You can set up a stand here, of course. Feel free. We want people to know that it is your house's goods being sold, so that when it comes time to ask who to buy these from, they will come to us. And then we can take those orders to you.
And
like
in turn, anyone that makes sales, and feel free to send one of your, what's the word? Emissary? Is that the word, emissary?
Representative.
Representative, thank you. Feel free to send a representative of yours to the north, to make an outpost of your own in my hometown. That way, when people order from our stuff up there, they of course know who we have a business deal with down here as well. Mutual benefit.
Says if you can ensure the safety of our goods. We control the roads from here.
I shall dispatch one of my personal retainers to go with him to the north.
Says, no, you misunderstand. I mean, we pay for caravans and guards from Ultric to here. But who is going to guard our caravans from Ultric to Uric?
For the time being, it shall be my house. I plan to make a business deal with there's an actual proper name for like people that specialize in weaponry, armor, and trained soldiers.
Assholes?
Retainers. I was gonna make a deal with the Retainers Legion to act as caravan escorts.
Because you can come back and renegotiate once you have this Retainers Legion's promise.
Of course. May I have May I please request a writ of I'm actually blanking on the word here as well.
Writ of habeas corpus. No.
A writ pretty much giving your word that if I were to get the Retainers Legion's deal, that we shall negotiate and fortify this deal as well.
So certainly, we're very open to renegotiations.
I shall write up the contract immediately. Now, onto a secondary request about it.
Hmm.
It would be about a few months before any of my house's actual employees could make it down here. What were the other two houses here, by the way?
Wavir and Tumbledore.
Which one worked in slaves?
Tumbledore.
Thank you. House Tumbledore works in slaves, rather cheaply too. I say we have a deal of, after we build my house's outpost here and up at the other place, we hire a bunch of slaves to act as live-in employees. That way they're cared for and have no reason to leave, but they're also cheaper than full-on employees.
He says, for that, you must speak with House Tumbledore. We do not deal in slaves. Only money.
But these are not slaves. These are employees. We shall buy their contracts out, and thus they shall only work for us as long as their contract requires.
Says, that is a fine line that I do not know we can walk.
They shall be free to leave whenever their employ is done, and they shall be free to stay when they are done as well as employees with full rights. They shall be treated as if they were a noble of my own house.
Says, I'm afraid we do not deal in slaves on either end, even if you plan to set them free. We do not buy them.
I see. And I missed the button.
Okay.
With that, I write up the pretty much contract and hand it to him.
Give
Nope,
me give me an insight
bad.
roll.
A what?
An insight roll, or I can do it if you want.
I got it.
Okay. I'll take the first one on that. First of three.
I have no
Four?
confirmation if I'm actually rolling a.
You're rolling many things, and insight is only part of it.
Insight is the
You
first two.
managed to roll something called gaming set.
So you can tell that this was a little too easy. Like, they seem to be favorable terms, but that went much smoother than you would have expected.
Well, of course. They're standing to make a much greater profit than they think I'm aware of. Hence why I made sure to put stipulations in the contract that at the end of the loan, they must reimburse me for any excess profits over the loan.
So they take that away for about 30 minutes, and then come back. It says, I've spoken with our scribes, and this clause? No.
It is simply to make sure that business deals are kept between us. That way, one does not use another trade guild, as you know.
Says it is one thing for us to ask assurances, but your house is, shall we say, comparatively weaker. We have no assurances that your house will be around in a month or even 2. Uruk is so volatile these days, especially with the fall of Tyr.
Hence why if my building is to not make it to the end of the loan, I'm to be reimbursed.
I'm sorry, say that again.
So, if my trade guild building, and here are the up north, is to fail or fall short and be abandoned by Reese, they are to reimburse me for their excess profits.
Yeah, so he's saying that Reese is... that they don't have any assurances that your house will be around.
Yes, pretty much it's, so long as my house is around, they're going to be getting all my profits except for what it takes to... Pretty much they're going to be getting 10% of my profits on top of paying back the loan. That is forever so long as they make sure my house is around. It's mutually assured destruction.
Which means that they don't have quite as much to gain as you do.
I mean, that's the
Yes,
thing,
but-
is that they're in a more powerful position to negotiate than they... Like, he is basically has said that he feels that your house is weaker and, like, does not have as much room to negotiate on this one.
One thing you have to keep in mind... Sorry, go ahead. I thought you were done.
I was just going to say that basically he's saying Reese is going to be around for a long, long time. I don't know if House Octai is going to be around.
Their perspective is, you need them, they don't need you. Is their perspective.
Essentially.
Yes, but just going... and what is it that will make the deal, work, is a great way to get screwed over.
Mm-hmm.
Over the table.
I vote we take the loan, buy a warship, and pillage their merchant ships.
I like this idea. Counteroffer for them.
Joking.
I have one last counteroffer. This is on top of all the other ones. Can anyone hear me?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, good. Like my ring around my icon just went red for like a split second, so I don't know if that meant. Anyway, if I can, as we all know, cross-sea or cross-oceanic trade expeditions have high risk, high reward. And it usually requires 5 or more merchant guilds going together to get a ship for this. You and your house already have a ship. If I can get together multiple houses to go in on it, would you be willing to charter the ship for a trade expedition?
He said this would be a separate negotiation. I will not put a ship on the line just for northern goods alone. If you bring in others...
That's why it's not just be me.
He says, and if you bring in others, we would need assurances from them individually as well.
I shall see to it that we have those. I just need to see to it that we get a ship first. That way, if I get them, we can expedition. Without them, we don't need the ship, and you lose nothing.
Says we lose a ship.
No. If I don't get them, then we won't use the ship, and you don't lose anything. If we do get them, you'll be able to be reimbursed for the ship. So even if we do lose it, you still get reimbursed for the ship and any product that you put onto the ship yourself.
Says there are simply no guarantees here. we would need large amount of
Hence why I
down
said
payment.
I'd have the other merchants reimburse it along with mine.
Says we have no guarantees
there's no
that they will
guarantee.
reimburse. These are small merchant houses, some of them gone overnight. Because if we are to risk something that's as expensive as a full silt skimmer expedition, then we would need money up front. Or promises with larger houses to back
Do you
them up.
speak common? What words am I saying? I am guaranteeing you, if I get the other merchant houses, they will guarantee you the ship's safety or full reimbursement, is what I said.
He says... He says...
Those two words don't belong together.
Yeah. He says...
Which
First you
ones?
get the houses.
Guaranteeing an if.
Well, the problem he's having is guaranteeing and reimbursement. Like you're asking for a car to drive and sell your goods. But like you're asking for a truck to go and drop off at a gas station, and if something were to happen, he'll reimburse you for the truck. It's like, no, you're gonna have to buy this truck first. Is basically what he's saying.
Yes, I'm just saying that, like, if I can get the other people to go in on it, they will guarantee us a ship.
And he's saying he doesn't
We don't
trust
own the
these other
ship
people.
until they come in.
Yeah, he doesn't trust these other people.
To catch 22. To get the other people, I need the ship. To get the ship, I need the other people.
Says, I will give you a letter signed with official seal of our house saying that if you gather these houses together, that we will negotiate for a ship.
Thank you.
You can use this to then speak to them about the possibility, but until then, you will not get a ship until we have their assurances in our hands.
Understood. I have taken up enough of your time today. Adieu. Or whatever the equivalent language of goodbye is.
Peace, bitch.
Yes, I will.
Yes, that.
Says if you just wait here, I'll have someone show you out.
I can see to myself.
Says I insist. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure you understood where they were coming from.
Yes, I understood it perfectly.
Okay, in plain
fine.
English terms. Okay. There was apparently hugely dramatic music playing over all that.
Really?
Yeah. Anywho.
I'm missing out on hugely dramatic music.
Yeah. The stream is like way behind, so like.
I
or it
see,
is
I
on
see.
mine anyway. Okay. Do you have anything else you want to do at this time?
Purchase new equipment.
Okay. So if you want, you can, look that up and think about it, and then when you come back, you can say, okay, this was the time in which I bought this equipment.
Just a minute. Do I
Unless
still
you
have
have
my
some-
cart
Your cart?
from the very beginning?
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
During the the sandstorm thing that separated us for the most part.
Mhm.
Yeah, I got out of my cart. Is what you said to
Oh, no,
go
no,
with the group.
You were in one of the big caravan carts.
Oh,
Like
okay.
you were basically like a passenger on that.
I see.
Just So it's not.
Then,
yeah,
for the most
doesn't-
part, that's all I need to do.
Alrighty. So as the last of the week comes to a close, And first of all, time comes around again to pay for another week. They rent this section out a week at a time.
I thought we paid for 2 weeks.
Oh, that's right. No, you're right. You guys are like kind of all back in the inn. You've been out, you've been doing what you've been doing for the week, and you come back just to relax, just to spend this sort of Sunday off. And it gets late into the evening. There's noise and music outside, and a little bit of conversation, sort of from the floor above, but otherwise quite quiet, quite calming. Okay. Until you notice, and all of you notice, because I rolled a 2.
Done.
This
It's a little preemptive.
And rolling with advantage.
and got a crit on the first one. So, this sort of inky black shadow move across from the window down to the floor, spreading across till it goes underneath the rug. And you all kind of notice this. It's looks like it could easily hide in darkness, but the room is so lit up with the fire that you notice this shadow being cast by nothing.
Ghost! Halt! Who goes there?
Stab it.
Stab the rug. Pull back the rug, my good dragon.
Why do I have to do everything?
You're big.
Begrudgingly get out of
It's a
bed.
big rug.
I begrudgingly get out of bed and drag the rug.
This is a huge rug.
You didn't have to measure it to know that. And what's with
These
this
are huge
arrow in the
stairs.
floorboard?
Huge stairs.
And I would like everyone to roll initiative.
Oh boy,
Once
where's
I
my
get your
face?
tokens on here.
Booyah! I've been waiting for this moment.
Oh boy.
Ah, fuck, I forgot to click my name. No, because the token's not there.
There it goes.
If y'all had listened. I can't see it. You just put us into the war. Oh.
I got a 14, I think.
You did.
Go ahead and arrange yourselves into whatever position you would have been in.
Okay, where am I? There am I, and I'm gonna be. I like the end bed.
Which window did it come from?
You got your first in it, or yeah. Okay. This window.
Okay, so I imagine it went under over here somewhere.
Uh huh.
Alright, that's where I'll be then.
Actually, if you wouldn't mind going one back there.
Alright.
Because so the carpet begins
fine.
to lift up, and you kind of begins to kind of push you a little with force as it you kind of push back, and then comes all the way up to the height of a person, and then flops back down as a figure emerges.
Huh. It's a ghost!
What the fuck is that?
It's a xenomorph, or whatever the name is.
Is it a more?
It looks like Starfighter.
This
It almost does, but if you look closely, you can see that it is like an actual figure standing.
Yeah, it's a human-shaped figure that just seems to be smoke and shadow and darkness coalesced into a humanoid form.
I don't deal with ghosts. And I go back to sleep.
The fact that he's holding 2 destructo discs doesn't sit well with me.
Magician. Ghosts seem more like your thing.
I just gotta find. There it is.
Magician. I mean, was that directed at me?
Reggie's not here.
Can anyone hear me?
Yeah.
Hi.
No.
Yes.
I
Maybe.
have to go because my reservation, and we need to go pick someone up before him.
Okay, that's fine. We'll write you out of this combat.
He saw the
No problem.
ghost
Yeah.
and ran.
Fainted.
Ghost!
He's in the back.
Oh.
When you pulled the rug out, I was standing on top of it, and so you flipped me, and I hit my head on the wall. Right now, I'm having like the Metal Gear Solid 3 hallucination, bad dream sequence.
Yeah.
I'm fighting vampires.
Doo-wop. Oh, jeez. That's an unnatural 20.
Nice. Okay.
I will.
Bye.
Bye.
Peace. And considering I was in bed, I don't think I'm actually going to have my weapons on me.
Okay.
You're. Huh. I was gonna say bad dragon, but.
No, no bad dragon.
And I know.
If you don't know, don't Google it. All right. Is it gonna hold still if I reach out and touch it and try and see if it's a physical thing?
All
Like
we
not
know
not
is-
aggressively.
Give it a hug.
It kind of bobs and weaves, like away from your hand.
What
Never
do you
letting
want?
it touch it.
It's racist against dragons.
I ask it what it wants. In common. And then if it doesn't reply, then in Draconic. And if it doesn't reply, I assume it's hostile.
It answers in Draconic. It's time to come home.
Home to
Thank you.
where? In Draconic.
Home to Guisna. Home to your people.
Yo, Uber's here.
Right? Now, remind me, Guisna, that's not the place where the Dragonborn go. That's where they're basically made, right?
That's kind of where, yeah. That's that. Guisna is sort of like the front for the operation.
I think not.
Oh, he's so
Oh,
tiny.
Drake! Yeah, I guess first thing I would do would be a tail slam. Which I don't have written down. Give me a second.
Okay. Yeah, don't forget you can make an attack macro for that.
Yeah, I'm working on it right now. What do you say damage was 1d8 or 1d10? Tail slam does strength and a half, which is like the equivalent of two-handed. I know my battle axe and my warhammer when two-handed are both 1d10, but without that they're 1d8, so it could be either or really.
I don't recall. Did we find that somewhere, or did we make that up?
I don't remember. I think I remember tail slam. Fifth ed. I remember in a previous version, it was maybe it was 3.5.
I'm gonna say that that unless you are proficient in unarmed attacks,
I am.
then you are okay. Then add
I have
your-
Tavern Brawler.
Okay, so add your strength to the attack and your proficiency bonus, and it would probably do D6 actually. That's the standard improvised weapon unarmed attack score.
Okay. All right, so 1d6 plus strength plus proficiency.
Mhm.
Okay.
I'm just double checking to make sure that is. Okay.
What?
Yeah, we'll keep D6. I was looking, unarmed strike, actually, if you're not proficient with it, is 1 damage.
Yeah, it is. Let me
But,
see what my.
We'll treat
Tavern
this as an
Brawler says real
improvised
quick.
weapon. And improvised weapons are about 1d6, I think.
Gotcha.
Oh, you're proficient with improvised weapons and unarmed strikes, okay. Oh, it says right here, your unarmed strikes use a d4 for damage under Tavern Brawler.
Right, but that's an unarmed strike. That's not a natural.
Well, this would be like a third fist, essentially. You're still using your own physicality and not striking with a weapon.
Tail weighs a hell of a lot more than a hand, though. Was my argument for it, but okay. So keep the proficiency bonus.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just saying, rules as written. That's still an unarmed, like non-item.
So do I need to
attack.
re-roll the attack then?
If you wouldn't mind. Like, I'll keep the first number, but I'll keep the second damage,
Okay.
which is still pretty good.
I rolled a 1 though.
Yeah, but still 7 damage, and the other was 11, so you're not missing out there.
Yeah, you get a point there.
Yeah, so that definitely hits.
And then, would I be able to use a bonus action for my breath weapon? I don't know if that's a possibility. I don't fully understand bonus actions.
Bonus actions are granted by classes. So, like the Monk's Flurry of Blows, or
Oh, so I
like-
could go into berserk.
yeah, so like a rogue's sneak that basically
Okay.
grants bonus actions. So you don't get a bonus action unless you're granted one by an ability.
Okay.
So when the tail
Yeah, I guess I
hits-
could go. I guess I could go berserk, but I'm not going to.
Okay. So when the tail hits, it's just like swatting at smoke. It's like it swats some away, but then the cloud reforms. But it's a little smaller this time. Like maybe you notice like an inch or half inch have been taken out of its height.
Mm-hmm.
And on its turn, it's going to reach out, and its fingers become pointed claws and tries to rake them across your scales.
Good luck with that. Oh, jeez. I shouldn't have given good
Now,
luck.
here's the question. Does that actually beat your AC?
Yes,
Okay.
by a chunk.
Oh, really?
By quite the chunk.
I mean, you
My
have a
AC is
pretty good
only
AC.
17.
Okay. I've been watching too much of other 5e things where they're higher level, so my AC, like, medium point is off today.
Yeah, my AC is not that high. But yeah, that'll hit.
Inflict 10 points of damage as this thing, like, it moves like smoke, but when it hits, it's rock solid, like knives scraping through your skin.
Already.
And it's going to move a little.
Aw.
It's a shame I can't push it into the fire.
It's basically shifting around you. Yeah. And moving its back away from a potential target.
Take the shot.
Yeah, so it definitely seems to be reacting with intelligence. In other words. Rocky,
Is it something I would have encountered?
no, you've never seen anything like this.
Okay.
Like, the head is vaguely Dragonborn shape, but it's like,
Mm-hmm.
Okay, wait. Let me read.
When dragons make will o' the wisps.
I'm gonna go there. Oops.
You sure you want to get in melee with that thing?
I'm not sure I can trust my crossbow in this small room with friendlies
Could
and
just
a ghost
get onto
creature.
the landing. Because this stairs right here is the one that goes down, right?
Yeah.
So you'd be able to shoot over that without any penalty.
Actually, yeah. But I have a feeling ranged attacks aren't very good against this thing.
Alright.
I'm gonna
Do what you want for a pirate is free.
Only one way to find out.
yeah. Boop. And then
Plus,
after
that way, if it passes through, it doesn't hit me in the chest, but you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Are you going to hand crossbow? Okay.
Yeah. I only might hit Rekshak.
They both hit, and again, it's like displacing mist. It's like displacing smoke. And it looks like it doesn't look phased. It looks like it's maybe that arm's a little shorter than it was. Maybe it's just an optical illusion. You're not sure.
Rekshak, we need some magic.
I mean,
Speaking of which, do we actually know anything about your magical capabilities, or do you even have any? Other than like, no, you're magic, you're healing. I'm stupid. Never mind.
I'm a divine caster, so
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but you've
in
healed
this
us
setting,
before,
it's like
so
not true
I forgot.
magic. Yeah.
Oh, so it's
Even
only
though yes,
arcane
it's called
magic
divine magic, but yeah, arcane magic is the one that's all weird, mysterious, and hated.
Oh, okay,
Divine
gotcha.
magic, yeah.
Gotcha.
okay.
Mhm.
I take a move action. And I cast Guiding Bolt, which I have to do with disadvantage because I'm making a ranged spell attack. I think, right? Isn't that how that works?
What? Say that again.
So Guiding Bolt has me make a ranged spell attack.
Uh-huh.
And I'm presuming that since I'm firing a ranged attack into combat, I take a disadvantage, right?
I don't know that magic works that way.
Yeah, I mean, as long as it has target one creature, you're sort of just, using your psychic connection with the spirits to tell them.
Well, that's the thing. It's not target one creature. It's
okay.
it's a ranged spell attack.
Okay.
Functions like a ray.
I'm not entirely certain that still exists in this edition, but maybe we found that out. I don't recall.
I think.
Oh, wait a minute. Do I have? What's my feat? Do I have combat warcaster? Yeah. I ignore the disadvantage.
Okay.
Moot point.
Dang.
Some searches, funny enough, don't work. Because this PDF doesn't recognize some vowels.
Guiding
so
bolts and
unfortunately-
SRD.
Yeah, so unfortunately, that does not hit. It looks like the energy just passes right through and does nothing. Doesn't even seem to react to it.
I end my turn.
Yeah, I just want to double check that there's no firing into melee. I don't think so. I think they got rid of that, actually.
PHB 195 says when you make a ranged attack with a weapon, a spell, or some other means, you have disadvantage on the attack roll if you're within 5 feet of a hostile creature. Oh, but that's not firing into.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Rockdy doesn't do that because they have crossbow expert, which allows them to fire one next to some. Uh,
I can
I think
fire.
I think they honestly got rid of that.
Oh, yeah. If one of the combats is obscuring the archer's line of sight, then it counts as half color. Otherwise, there are no penalties. Huh.
I think you got a pretty clear line of sight.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, in this case, it's clear. But just for future
Just one-
reference.
Yep, it's good to know. Especially with the crossbow expert around. All right, Ian, you're up.
All right. So, question:
Mhm.
Have you guys ever seen a kangaroo kick?
I seen it in Kangaroo Jack. I'm not sure it was accurate.
I'm gonna try to do that to him to knock him into the fire.
You just
Theoretically.
go through him and land in the fire.
Well, no, the kangaroo kicks. You lean back on your tail and brace against that, while you kick with both feet. So it'd be the same damage as a tail slap, right? Still 1d4 plus strength plus proficiency.
Yep.
And you still go through him.
Now, my question to you is: have you ever played Streets of Rage 3?
No.
Because that's what you just did.
What is that?
There, you play as a kangaroo beating people up with boxing gloves. One of the attacks is set on the tail and spin.
Really?
Just kick the crap out of people.
That's fucking great. Oh, okay. I see what you're talking about now.
And this is the story how we encountered a ghost and beat the crap out of it.
We put him in the fireplace. Great. Now he's a flaming ghost, Dylan. Is that actually enough to knock him back?
I'm double checking the shove rules.
If I need to roll an athletics check or whatever, I can do that too.
So normally to move them,
Asa predicted
okay,
it.
no, okay. So yeah, normally you would need to move, I think, like up to 10 feet to charge and knock him out. But doing this, you can see that you're just like shoving with your feet, and the feet just go straight through this thing.
And you land in the fire.
Yeah, and it doesn't seem to move.
Alright, well, I still did damage. I'm happy.
Yeah, it still seems about the same level of damage as it was before. On its turn, the first thing it does is all the humanoid features collapse, and it turns into just to this pile of smoke, this cloud,
Do I have a torch?
and then goes through you, Ian, before coming out the other side and reforming.
Is it cold? Like from Harry Potter?
No, it's strangely warm, like getting into a
Like when you fart on yourself?
like you peeing in the water. It's like getting into water and then having someone pee in it. It's just, have you ever been in a pool in which someone has peed?
I have peed in a pool. I know exactly the feeling.
Yeah.
And anyone that says they have not peed in a pool, fucking lying. Okay?
I've not, but I've not been in pools that much. So, take that. Either lying or just waiting for their time.
You will eventually.
And is focused like, solely on Yuan and just rakes the claws across again. You can see that the hands like glow with this blue fire.
Oh shit, I forgot to. Okay. Go ahead, sorry.
No, that's fine. Like been 2 seconds, I've already forgotten its damn attack value. I got it written down in front of me and everything.
Well, you rolled a +5.
Whew, yeah.
That'll rake against my scales.
Ding.
It's almost like it wasn't fully reformed when it came out the other side, and it just rakes through you, and just like it's smoke pressing up against, like someone is vaping at you.
Correction. This is how the gang discovered a ghost, a vape ghost, and beat the crap out of it.
Vape Ghost 420. All
I
right,
wonder what would happen if I took if I stuck my head in its chest and took a really deep breath.
Oh, jeez.
Can I smoke the ghost? Is that a thing?
As with all things, you can certainly try. Rocky,
Okay.
you're up.
Okay. I want to take a torch that I have from my explorer's pack. Go up to the fire here, light it, and then go to here and shove it into him.
Okay.
It's oddly specific.
Well, he's darkness, and fire is very hot.
Give me a melee basic attack. So
How do I do that?
See, you're not proficient with unarmed, so just make a strength roll.
Strength, where are you? You're up at the top.
Yeah, the torch goes in, and then it comes back out, and it has been snuffed.
That's never good.
And this whole time that like other attacks are happening, this like vaguely dragonborn shape never stops staring you dead in the eyes. Ian.
It doesn't care about us, does it?
Doesn't
No.
seem to.
Probably not. It's just making sure. It's just making sure that it doesn't leak back to you.
All right, Rekshak, you're up.
Same deal.
He's also gonna get fire, and it's like the opposite of a bucket brigade.
Right? The
Just
fire
passing
brigade.
torches.
Damage.
Oh dang!
Wow, that is a lot of damage. Damn. Tell me that hits though.
That is going to hit.
Good shit, Aso.
So this time the guiding bolt looks like it's searing through. You actually see some of this black smoke turn white as this bolt goes through, and like the thing grows like maybe 3-4 inches shorter.
Got him.
Actually, maybe
Got him.
more like 6 or 7 inches shorter.
Take a sidestep.
How short
And
is
my
it
turn.
now?
It's almost
It's about
your height.
5 foot right now.
Okay, tell me when it's jar sized.
Okay.
We're gonna.
Oh my
catch a
god.
ghost.
Yes. I would
And you are
totally
up.
be okay with that. I am up.
Mhm.
I kind of want to ask it who sent it. I'm speaking in Draconic before, of course.
To us, it just sounds like you're yelling at it.
Yeah, pretty much. Sounds like we're yelling at each other.
It was your father, the master.
What? He-
He's calling his children home.
He's gonna need a bigger. He's gonna need a bigger baddie to come get me then. Let's see, what do I got?
You have
Don't
advantage
jinx
on
it,
whatever
knock
you
on
attack
wood.
with, by the way.
Huh?
You have advantage on the next attack roll.
Ooh, I do.
Does?
Fantastic. Because of guiding bolt.
Yeah.
Oh,
I wish there was a way to mark just a plus. Why isn't there just a plus sign? That would be so helpful.
Mhm.
But just remind me and I'll start marking them from now on when you do that.
Oh, advantage. I forgot to check that. Oh well. Either way.
Whew. So the claws rake through, or I'm sorry, no, you're hitting it with an axe, aren't you?
No, this would be
Already
my
failed.
claws this time.
Okay, so your claws rake through this mist, just dispersing more of it, and you see it starts to shrink way down, and then it brings its two hands together, and then the fire
Come
Between them-
here. Oh,
grows bigger and brighter, and you can see that the creature itself gets thinner and narrow, but taller.
That's cheating. He puffed out his chest.
And then again, it turns to a puff of smoke and moves over, and it smothers the blue flame. And when it does, you can see two other shadows being cast by the fireplace break off and begin to move and
That's
get up and form and shape themselves into trying to get these into one square and make them look halfway decent, but that's hard to do. Form into these spectral, shadowy dogs.
them dogs.
I just finished that series today.
Wait, what? What was it?
Nothing.
And they begin growling and barking.
at me or at the other people?
One is growling and barking at Rekshack, and the other at Rukti.
You guys got his attention.
I feel worthy. Is this a beast? Would you say?
Not really. It's in the shape of a beast, but it is not a beast.
Hmm.
Oh wow, I've fucked up. Fucked up in a fun way, but still.
We're listening.
But yeah, it grows, like the shape grows bigger and grows back to its full size.
What's
Or
this?
near its full size. What's that?
What is this?
I don't know. Did I put that there? By accident?
The little symbols on the.
It's gone now.
There you go.
Yeah, I was like, I must have done that when I was looking at the symbols. But now the dogs will get their turn. If I can find their damn entry. Okay.
Do up. Well, there's mine. Actually, let's see. Oh, it is mine. It's the same as me.
And let me put that there. And, yeah, okay. So now this thing will sort of almost hardens. It's like it condenses down into pure shadow, and most of the smoke parts are gone. And it's this leaner, like now very different looking form. Like the face is now has jutting bottom tusks, and you can see small wings hanging off the back and horns protruding from the head.
Oh, so you're taking me seriously, Interconic.
And I'll put a picture of it in the Discord.
That was not the picture I expected to see when I opened Discord.
That's you.
It's an actual demon.
Oh, demons.
You said that this was me?
Oh.
I'm sorry?
Oh. Oops. Oops. Didn't mean to. Whoops.
I'm sorry, you said this was me? What?
No, it's. I thought Jeff had said something was me.
Oh,
The video.
Oh, yes, I see.
It's actually
a
fish man.
I forgot to add the +2 to my crossbows.
Okay, well, just as long as you got it now.
Yep.
And it will reach out the claws one more time.
Don't touch fate.
Yeah.
Barely.
Barely missed,
an-
or
No, that'll hit.
And do another 10 damage.
oh jeez. And you still have so much health.
You, you look down, and the wounds on your chest, the edges of the scratch marks are blackened.
Like poison black or like black?
Oh no.
You're not sure.
Royce.
All right, Rukti, you're up.
Oh boy. Okay, doggy.
Actually, what is your dex, real quick?
My dex is 16, I think. Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, you're up.
16. Okay, boy. I'm gonna take my heavy crossbow and shoot it. Let me get that out. Close that, and then boom.
That is going to be a hit. That was against the dog, was it?
Yeah.
I mean, the right dog?
Yeah, the one that's growling at me.
Okay. Again, these bolts seem to hit, seem to disperse the shadow for a moment, and then pass right through.
Sit, boy.
All right, the dog is going to run up to you.
That's not sitting.
Do a bite.
Do a
Uh, Come on. Wait, what? Oh. Okay.
This
Damage.
is not a natural.
It hits you with 10 points of damage.
God. All of the damage has been pretty consistent. That's
Well,
insane.
Unfortunately, I didn't have time to set up macros for this fight, so it's
I'm
the
not worried
average
about
damage.
I'm not worried about it.
Okay. I'm just saying, like, sometimes when I, like, randomly set up a fight, I'll use average damage instead of rolled damage.
Ah. Yeah, I never thought about doing that.
It's actually given in the new monster manuals. They tell you what the average damage is, and then the roll.
I will be right back. And just gotta grab a drink. Take me 2 seconds. A little bit more than 2 seconds, but no.
Rekshek, you are up. Asa? Done got the audio cable blues again.
Someday I'll fix this thing. Just blind cable. Anyway, it's a shame he went to get a drink. He's gonna miss the show. So, Rekshek has decided that there's a clear and imminent threat
Really?
at hand. Finally, and makes some in-character remark about the gloves coming off. All right, here we go. He takes a 5-foot step.
That's a long step.
Yeah.
You weren't
He-
threatened, so I mean, you know.
Yeah. I'm gonna cast Thunder Wave as a level 2 spell,
Okay.
and I'm gonna use Channel Divinity to what is it? Destructive Wrath? Yeah. Channel Divinity Destructive Wrath to max damage
Oh, really? Wow.
on a 15-foot square in front of me. So
All right, I'm back.
I don't even technically need to make the roll, but I'll put it so that it's in chat. And that's going to be 24 points of damage to each of the dogs.
Why did you have to not make the roll?
I've got a once a day channel divinity destructive wrath to max damage on a storm related
It's
damage. roll.
magic.
So that's to everyone in the room?
No.
Just the
Oh.
dogs. There's a 15-foot square in front of me.
Ah.
You can see not only does it, and it's going to push them, right?
Correct.
How far does it push them?
What happens if they move into someone else's square?
Attack of opportunity, I believe.
It's up to you. It's your. I don't think there's rules for it.
I'm going to say it gets like pushed out that way.
Works for me.
Good tiles.
And you can actually see this blow some of the shadow off them like smoke, and they reduce in size.
Are they jar sized yet?
Nope, not yet.
Okay. And then, I'm gonna cast spiritual weapon as a bonus action. Range 60 feet, so I'm gonna put it directly behind the large spectral guy.
Okay. Let me grab a token for that.
Rockdy?
Yeah?
If you get all three of these in a jar, I will buy them off of you.
I wonder if I even have something I can use as a jar. Let's
It's right there,
see.
good?
Works for me.
Okay.
And then I'll just cast the spell. It gets an attack roll. I'm presuming that missed.
Yeah, that's a miss.
Oh, I never got to decide what my trinket was.
Did we ever decide
Make a jar.
what the flanking bonus, if there was one, was?
It's advantage.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, do you want to roll that again? Since you have flank?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we never got to decide what my trinket was. Going through my inventory.
You should make it a jar.
Well, they're magical things, or lightly magically touched things.
A lightly magically touched jar.
That one's going to hit. Yeah.
There is a jar. But it already contains something.
Oh no. Is it something you can let go to catch a ghost?
It hits and cuts through. Again, this one seems to, like where it hits, turns back from shadow into smoke, and then reforms into shadow. All right, Ein, you're up. Or no, you're not. Sorry. The dog was up. I accidentally hit that twice. So,
It's all good.
dog's going to turn to Rockdy.
What? Hey!
Well, you're the closest target. And make a bite.
Oh, that hits.
That's 10 more damage.
Oh, jeez. I'm down this. Oh, I double clicked. Jeez. Okay, minus 10. I'm down to 7 health, guys.
You got like one dog on each leg at this point.
I actually can't take another hit from them.
Can I use my turn to grab him and toss him to safety behind the sword?
That's going to be a heck of a DC on a strength check.
I'm really small.
Like,
He's really
what
big.
kind of DC are we talking about? Because depending on what it is, I might risk it if you tell me.
Rather than be vague about it, to move him, you can move him here on a DC 20.
Would I still get an attack afterwards? Use this as my move action, or would that be my
no,
attack?
that would be your whole action.
Okay. I have an idea. I think. Okay, I have a move before the dogs can move, so I can
Yeah.
probably get out of range and make them all target you, Dylan.
Do it.
Okay.
I'm going to let out a battle cry with bonus action as I go berserk using Intimidate, if that's okay, and then I'll make my attack.
All right.
You get advantage on the big guy, by the way.
With Intimidate?
No,
And
just on attack rolls.
just on attack.
The battle, I guess it'd be more of a work with me or die against me, I'll be calling in Draconic.
Unfortunately, they seem unfazed.
That's fine. Well, I get advantage against on strength checks anyway. Berserk.
So you can flank with the spiritual weapon, and he'll have advantage on this attack here. So
I'm going to test something real quick before I move. Alright, I'm doing it. If he gets an attack of opportunity against me, whatever. I'm moving around him.
okay,
That'll hit. Well, equal hits or equal loses?
equal hits.
Okay.
So that's
Go
10
ahead.
more damage.
10 more damage. And then I'll be doing Line of Acid. Should hit all 3 of them. Let me do my
Nice.
damage real quick.
You lose advantage, by the way.
Yeah, because it's not a strength check. Where is it?
Well, just based on the positioning.
Oh, right. No, I was thinking about Berserk. Because when I'm Berserk, all my attacks are,
Okay, so the big guy saves.
so he takes 4.
First dog does not. Second dog saves. Takes
Oh.
4.
4, 9, and 4.
Save for half.
5, 9, and 4? I don't know.
It'd be 4, 9, and 4. It's half rounded down, boys.
Unless it's against you.
Like, it definitely seems to catch for a moment, like move through them as if they were made of jello, and burns as it goes, but it eventually sort of falls out. It doesn't seem to have done as much damage as you would have expected.
And now our room stinks.
It does not stink. It doesn't have a smell.
It's stomach acid.
Burning wood.
At least it didn't land on my bed.
My bed's down here, so that's good.
Again, it's going to turn into just a cloud of smoke, pass through you, and on the other side.
What?
Oh,
I can have a miniature tame mimic as a trinket? No. Okay, that's well. Hang on. According to the wiki, I don't know. Anyways,
don't trust Wiki unless it's SRD. Or no, don't trust wikis. Period. So unfortunately,
Well-
it rakes at you, but it's still not fully reformed.
oh, did you break a nail?
And Rakti.
Okay. Well, first,
Now here's the thing. It is a 5-foot step, which is your whole move to go here. And then if you wanted to go further away, it would require your move. So you wouldn't be able to attack this round.
I'll do that.
Okay. Alrighty. Next up is dog. So this dog is going to it's going to run up and flank with its master.
Good luck,
And-
Ein.
Going to
Fuck.
Yep, that's. I rolled that 3 times. No, the advantage 21, and it's 10 more points of damage.
Oh, don't die. You might die from that, right? Oh, that's how much do you have left?
6.
Oh, jeez. You're in a bad spot too. Do you have any healing on you?
Do I look like a healer to you?
Well, I have 2 health things. How much is a potion fruit heal for?
What did we say? 2d4 plus 2?
I also have. Well, I have two things. One's a potion fruit, and the other's a healing fruit.
Oh, they're the same thing.
Okay. Different branding.
Healing fruit is just a healing potion fruit, basically.
Gotta watch out for those great value branded potion fruits. They only heal for 2/3 as much.
Yeah. All poodles are dogs. No, dogs are poodles. Russia.
Okay. I'm gonna take a move action. Draw my short shield. My shield and my warhammer.
And don't forget your extra damage on that warhammer.
And
Do you have
I'm
any
gonna
heals
take
by
a-
chance?
bonus action. Well, actually, I'm not gonna take it as a bonus action. I'm gonna take it as my regular action. Wait a minute. No, that's not a thing. I'm gonna make a regular attack.
Okay.
Did I edit this with extra damage? I did. Okay. That went well.
Jeez.
all
That's a miss.
terrible. And then I'm gonna use bonus action healing word on Ein.
Oh, thank you.
Heals 1 health.
I mean, it's 1d4, so don't thank me so soon.
1d4.
So you get 5 health back. Huh?
I can take another hit. Yes, the battle continues.
And also, I forgot about this at the time, but now's a good time to do it. Your spiritual weapon would have gotten an attack of opportunity against that dog.
Oh, yeah.
Does it get advantage since I'm flanking?
Yes.
Good.
Hey. I'm not sure we should worry about jar sized anymore.
I will say,
Ryan.
I'm not going to go back in time and rewind damage, but that dog dissipates.
So much for that.
Actually, let's go back in time and rewind damage. Add +10, Ein, because that attack would never have happened.
You sure?
Yeah.
I'm
just
okay
would-
with taking the hit.
No, because the attack of opportunity would have killed it before it got to you.
All right.
That's no problem.
Hey, you can take 2 hits.
Yeah. I have almost as much health as I do have initiative.
Ooh, it looks like it's going to take a big bite out of Rex Shack for 10 damage. Unless your AC is just really good.
God.
It's
you do have a
close,
shield.
but it's not that good. It's 17.
Oh, everyone's stronger than me. I need to get better armor.
What are you talking about? I'm damn near naked.
I was gonna say, I'm wearing the same armor you are. I just have a higher dex than you do.
What kind of archer am I?
How do you have higher dex?
The kind that ends up in melee way too often.
He's got a point. You're a hyper-aggressive archer.
Oh, you're an elf. Right. I was wondering how it worked out that you had a higher dex, but it makes sense. You're an elf.
I guess that happens when you're a half dwarf trying to be an archer.
Yeah. All right, Ein.
So I have a question for you.
Mhm.
Say I were to grab the spectral weapon or the spiritual weapon. How would that play out?
I'm not entirely sure you can.
It says it's spectral.
Yeah. So it passed right through you.
Ah, okay. Damn.
Even if it did, it would have acted like a normal longsword.
All right. Well, I'm going to bite it,
All right.
And suck.
and if I hit, which I have advantage, so I'm hoping to, I'm using my elemental path fire, which deals an additional 1d8 points of damage. So if I hit, it's almost like I'm breathing fire. It's kind of cool, I think. But you know it.
he's pretending.
Yes!
Woohoo.
You hit, and this is kind of dissipated.
20 points of damage.
Is he jar sized yet?
Do I eat him?
It still stands.
Jeez, how big is it?
Fuck.
But give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, I had just take 12.
That's fine. I just take the left. Okay. Nothing happens.
Oh, good.
You get a little in your mouth and you just like spit the smoke out.
Burning bits of smoke.
Right. I'm wondering. I'm kind of curious to know what a flaming bite attack would look like.
You can. I don't. That's a bad word.
That was
Not a curse word, but I didn't want to figure out the past tense of it.
I'm pretty sure I did more damage with that bite attack than I've ever done with my Warhammer or Axe.
I mean,
wait,
it's about max damage for you. I mean, you're 2 points off the theoretical maximum for that.
For that attack, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that is because. No, that is max damage. Because I rolled a 1d4 plus my strength, which is 4, plus my. That's maximum damage.
You missed 2 points off the fire.
Oh, I did. You're right. Okay, I see what you're saying. I thought I was just looking at the actual bite attack. My bad. You're smart. I'm dumb. That's why I'm the barbar.
Slenderman is going to reach out and not do a damn thing.
I bit his fucking hand off.
He caresses your chest.
Still reforming. Rockdy.
Okay, I'm gonna do a move.
How big is he now?
Go here, and then I'm gonna.
He just keeps getting thinner and thinner now.
So what you're saying is
That-
it's not going to be jar size.
No.
But I want an asshole in a jar.
Heavy crossbow.
Ooh,
They sell LaCroix at the store.
Straight at the dog.
LaCroix? What is that?
It's a sparkling water.
Yeah, I had some of that yesterday. I hated it, so I added lemon water, but I added way too
Oh, I
much.
know what you're talking about. That crap is awful. One of my friends loves it, and I'm like, how do you drink this slightly flavored carbonation?
It's not even flavored. It's not slightly flavored. It's just.
I didn't say it was flavored well.
It's not sweet.
I've tasted
Mineral
dirt
water.
that's tasted better than it. No, I've drank mineral water. It does not taste like that. I have drank mineral
Sparkling
water. It had
mineral
so
water
many
adds its
minerals
own
in it. It was
taste.
black.
That's not water anymore.
Yeah, it is. It is actually.
There wasn't a mineral there. Friend. Anyway.
That's mud.
No, it's actually an alkaline mineral black BLK. It's fantastic.
So again, the bolt passes straight through and seems to take a little with it.
Pinned it to the wall. Got a bit of smoke.
And Rekshak.
Okay, I'll make an attack with my Warhammer. Actually, does the order matter? Like, can I take bonus actions before I take my regular actions?
I did. I did.
I did
Berserk
Yeah,
first,
I
if
think
you
so,
remember.
yeah.
Okay.
I think you can
So
take
then
that
I would
manually.
move the sword, which I don't have control over,
Okay.
back behind the.
Ta-da.
How many can it
Back-
move?
Was it?
60
I
feet.
How many
Oh,
can it
it's
move?
got a movement of 20, I think. Let me double check.
Spiritual weapon, 60 feet.
No,
That's casting. Yeah, that's range of the spell,
Oh.
not the movement of the sword.
weapon up to 20 feet and repeat the attack against a creature within 5 feet.
So, highlight the
Or
space.
pile.
I didn't see a ping there. Oh, okay.
Right behind it.
There we go.
And
And then that would give you an advantage on the...
Right, so we'll
That
roll
rolls
it
in.
one more time. God, I can't roll for shit.
No,
Uh,
just missed.
and then the spiritual weapon gets an attack as well. Which should have been an advantage. Fuck.
Well, it's a good thing the gods can hit because you can't.
20.
19 and a 20. Nice, nice, nice.
No.
All right, it is looking like every hit has taken away a bit of its
It's now a three-legged dog.
like not even its height. It's like it's left like big gouge marks and big holes. But of course, since it's shadow, it's not really bleeding. It just looks like it's been whittled on.
It started life as a Doberman and is now a Minpin.
and it's going to make one more, maybe one last attack on you. Ooh, nice.
Oh, jeez.
10 points of damage.
Hey,
That's
in
gonna
Discord, you will find what I want my trinket to be. It was number 96 on the list. That's what the 96.
That's good. Yeah.
It was either
You have
that
that
or a
mounted to
vial
your
of
shoulder?
dragon's blood.
Ooh, are you down?
Nope. Got
Oh
one.
man! Oh man!
You might want to take a step back.
All right, Ian, your turn.
Normally in this situation, I'd pick him up and throw him at the dog in an attempt to save Rexshak, but I don't think that's going to work. So I'm going to continue pummeling him. Plus the fire damage from my... Well, it's just a spark.
Ding.
Whoops. Accidentally took too much damage off there.
Be careful, his hands spark a little.
It still stands.
Yeah, I didn't do very much.
But it's going to immediately counterattack you.
And miss.
Whew.
Caresses your
These
chest.
guys do a lot of damage,
Right.
but they don't have the razzmatazz.
I have a habit of getting into tight situations and then skating by the skin of my teeth. Bad DM rolls.
You have huge.
Either that or he crits me twice in a row.
I'm sorry.
There's
Did you
no
say
middle ground.
Did you say skating by or skeeting by? Very different things.
Who cares at this point? I said
All right.
skating.
On that note, Rakti.
Rakti, up for bat. Same thing, I guess. Boop. Oh,
Oh,
okay.
the heavy crossbow chain or the rope that allows you to cock it back snaps,
Well,
and you'll not be able to use that again until you get it repaired or cast a mending spell on it.
Didn't you just buy that?
no, we got it from the ship. We stole it, sort of.
Oh, the heavy crossbow. That's right.
I bought a hand crossbow.
Yeah, I read it. I read it as hand crossbow is what it was.
Yeah, they're
Alright.
right next to each other on the list, too, so.
So, Rekshak, you got 1 hit point facing down an enemy that takes out 10. So, you better hit.
Nah, it's fine.
Swing with your sword first.
Exactly. Yep.
That way you know whether or not you need to run.
Yep. You beat me to it. Let's see. Advantage, spiritual weapon.
That looks like
Maybe
it
it's
hits because
a little
16 did before. Or maybe it was on
That's
the
a
big guys.
hit.
8 damage will do it?
And then
And then it dissipates.
Oh, that's good. It's going to summon 2 more.
If it does, I'll hold him off. You guys make a break for the stairs.
And Ein. It's you and the big man. Or the tall man. Slender boy.
Did I just hear an echo? I heard something weird, am I right?
Yeah, there was an echo.
I'm going to try to take his head off with my claw. Just whoomp to the side of the dome.
You just abandon your weapon at this point.
I don't have a weapon. I haven't this
that's
entire
right.
time.
Yeah.
I've been fighting just teeth and nails.
You've been punching him over and over.
Oh, wait, hang on.
No, it.
1d8 for fire.
No, you didn't hit.
15 doesn't hit? Shit.
8
it's-
doesn't hit.
I have advantage. I'm berserk.
Oh, okay. I didn't. Know, I thought you were still rolling advantage from the sword.
Nope.
15 will hit. Yeah. All right. And as you drag the claws through, the thing simply says, "We will return,"
Bring an army.
and then just dissipates
Please
into
don't.
black smoke.
ow, my everything.
I have a good hearty laugh and look to my expecting them good of mood.
I've nearly died twice today.
Just so you know, those guys were basically the mistake I made was that they were resistant to pretty much every damn thing.
What weren't they, too?
Magic weapons.
So
Of
they were
course.
taking half damage from every.
From everybody except Rexhack, yeah.
That's awesome.
Uh,
I figured that was the case. That's why I busted out the max damage Thunderwave when I did.
Oh,
I
yeah.
was like, shit, I'm the only one who can damage these things.
You took him down by about half HP with that one attack alone.
I just want to say for the record that I have 21 HP, which means in one turn I did more than double my hit points worth of damage.
Nice
That's pretty
shit.
good.
I'm just waiting for a ghost in one of these campaigns to be weak to fire. Because I've done it every time we've come across a ghost. Set it on fire.
Fighting against a fart elemental.
We've done that.
Oh my god.
Oh, that was a shit elemental we fought back in.
Yeah.
in the
Oh, what was the name you called it? It was so good.
Uh,
Ella Shintel?
It was really
Ella
good.
Shitnel or something?
It wasn't like, I don't think it was elemental, but it was a really good name.
I thought we just called it the poop golem. I don't remember.
It was like extra.
Oh, excremental.
Yeah.
Excremental.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, we lit the methane around it because it was made of poop. Did a few points of damage.
And so one
Just
last
forgot
thing.
to ring the doorbell.
One last thing before we end for the night is the next day, a message arrives at the front desk for Ein that says, "Last night you were visited by something awful. So were we. Meet us blank." And then it includes meet us at so-and-so street.
Okay. Meet us blank. Well, how do I know where to go?
It's a Christmas fucking miracle that we didn't get kicked out of this place.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
That commotion.
Next week is the Dragonborn Thanksgiving dinner.
So let me just take a look at the calendar here. So we will reconvene the 2nd.
The second.
XP?
December 2nd. Do.
Long rest?
Yeah, absolutely long rest. The XP, and I think I've been doing this wrong. We need to take this and divide it amongst ourselves. I think I've been telling you the full
Oop,
amount.
hang on. Wrong button.
Good job, man.
I thought we were leveling pretty quick, but
It's a hell of a bar.
I thought maybe that was the pace you wanted to keep.
No, I'd miscalculated the XP there, but it's fine. 1 to 2 is a pretty short. 2 to 3, pretty short. Anyway, let's see.
This is where the game gets fun anyway. Levels 1 and 2, you just spend the entire time praying you don't get crit.
I've been doing that since level.
I got crit twice at level 2 with my first 2 hits on me. Fuck
That's
you.
Didn't that happen
So-
level 1 too with those beasts? You nearly
Yes. Yeah, and then I beat one with one and then threw him at another. Yeah.
So divide
good
2,000
times.
divide
Simpler
2,000 XP
times.
amongst yourselves.
How many?
and-
amongst all of us.
666
us?
boys.
Okay, 2,000 divided by.
2333.
So yeah, it is. So 667, I guess.
No, round down. D&D is always
Yeah.
round.
Always round down.
Okay.
And in addition, you, Rockdy, will get an additional 200 XP.
Awesome. So it's 866, 1,700 plus 866, 2566, and when's the level 4?
Let me double check here.
I know it was 20 something. Not 20 something. It was
I think it's
2,000.
2700. Something like that.
Where the fuck? I can never remember where this table is. It's in some weird location.
Oh,
Here we are. Level 4 is at 2,700.
okay.
God, I'm still a ways away from that.
Yeah, we're starting to, like I said, I awarded too much XP at the beginning, but now, and we're also getting into the meat and potatoes where the distance between each level is going to be bigger and bigger.
Right.
So this is where it slows down and we start to go into the year-long cycle.
I have less than 200 left to level 4. I'm going to be the best dwarf.
Hey, what's
Mule.
your dexterity again?
16.
I'm just being an asshole.
Really? So fine. Oh,
You're
right,
ready.
but you don't have the shield. That's why your armor is 15, not 17. Okay.
You have a shield?
He does have a shield.
Well, lucky you. I have crossbows. 3 of them.
Oh my god. I can't wait till next level.
Actually, you have 2 of them, and before the long rest, I cast Mend on the one that's broken, so now you have 3 of them.
Thank
So-
you.
Excellent.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Uh-huh.
At level 4, we get the option to choose a feat or an ability increase by 2, right?
That's right.
I also get an ability score improvement at 4th level for Barbarian, so I could technically increase 2 ability scores by 2.
No.
That's-
That's yeah. That includes the one you get for just leveling up. That's not 2 different ability score increases. That's just
So that's all we
Okay,
get. That's all we
So,
get for level 4.
It doesn't say anything about that. It doesn't say anything on that about using it as though.
Level 5 is going to get
do you
complicated.
say about using it as a feat?
Yeah, you said that when we level up
yeah,
at
no.
level.
No, that's because you get the option under the feat section. It says when you would normally increase abilities, you can choose instead to take a feat.
Okay, so and this one says, you can increase 1 ability by 2 or
Yeah.
2 abilities by 1. So I could
Yeah.
increase 1 by 1 and take a feat.
No. You would just take.
You
a feat.
forego the entire thing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Most feats come with an ability bonus as well, so won't be too bad.
Gotcha. And I do have questions for you. It can wait until afterward.
Okay, so I'm going to end the stream. I hope you all enjoyed tonight's session.
It was good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a little worried about my future, but yeah.